Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. It's good to be back. Let me first say thank you. As you know, my dad passed away 2 weeks ago, and first of all, I just want to big up Big D for stepping in so valiantly and taking the show for me over the last 2 weeks. I'm going to give him big props for that. I just want to also thank the community as well, for those people, the thoughts and prayers that have gone out for myself and my family. Just want to sort of just say a big thank you to everybody that has tuned into the show, that have sent me messages and stuff out to so many people. It's a tough one. My dad was 95, lived a long life. Big up to my sister Anne. We're there, Anne. We're there. Big up to Craig. Yeah, I'm back, Craig. Thank you for your condolences, man. It's a tough one, but I know my dad, even though he wasn't really much into football, he was more into cricket, boxing, wrestling, and so forth. I remember just sharing a story. I remember when I was playing football, and I came back on with what they now call as damaged ligaments. We called it a sprained ankle. And my dad's words to me was, "What are you doing? 22 men kicking around a bag of wind." That was my dad's message to me after me damaging my ligaments on crutches and everything. He said, "I told you." When he said it in a Jamaican accent, yeah. Why are you kicking around a bag of wind? 22 men of you. My Jamaican accent's not that brilliant, but hey, what? But listen, I want to thank everybody for the personal messages and to the community and everybody else out here. And obviously, I'm doing the show with a lot of mixed feelings. Do you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that the guys in the chat, you guys will cheer me up. Big D, Kofi, Ez can't make it tonight. He's got another engagement. Hopefully we'll have Chili on with us later on. But we're going to go ahead with the show. And again, like to just say a big thank you to everyone. Please hit that like button, subscribe and share if you're new. And for those people that have subscribed in the past, thank you very much. Scott, all the way in New Zealand. Yes, mate, thank you for that. Really appreciate that. And my sisters are just giving thanks for the support also to everybody that has supported our family. Obviously, the funeral will be in a couple of weeks' time. So hopefully, depending on how I'm feeling after the funeral, if I'm in the right space, if not, I know Big D will do the business, no doubt. But listen, let's crack on. I want to bring in my trusted, honored friends. And first of all, let me bring in Mr. Big D. And yes, I want to bring Mr. Big D. Right, Big D.
Boy, you see the blackness behind me, innit? Woo.
Anyway, your laugh sounds like, you know, when you're just about to get beaten. Hey, you know the Jamaican parents say, "Hey, yeah, man's gonna get
nervous laugh, innit?
Nervous laugh."
Hey,
and also,
listen, man,
I want to bring on Mr. He's changed his name, so I'm just gonna bring him in. So, Big D, make up for this what you will. He was Kofi. It was Kofi Clock. Then it was Kofi You Never Walk Alone. Now he's decided to change his name to, let's remove this so you can see his name.
Kofi 7 and more. Love that, bro. Love that. He should be 7 up, actually. You should have gone for 7 up, bro. But I hear you, man. I feel you.
What I would say is that the share prices have definitely gone up for 7 Up, mate. You know what I mean? All those podcasts, all those channels that are pushing 7 Up, I tell you what, I'm sure they're doing quite well in the market right now. Big up 7 Up. Yeah, big up 7 Up. And I'm hearing that there's a bit of a tussle between Man United and Liverpool, who's going to actually get the sponsor. So I don't know. I mean, who's going to be
It
winning.
should be us, man. It should be us. Because Team Viewer is going, isn't it? So since Team Viewers are going, 7-Up would just sit right nice in the middle.
The funny thing is, 7-Up, it comes in green as well, D. So it's so ironic that you're wearing green tonight as well.
Right. I'm wearing the green, man. Listen, man. I have a black top, but I wore the black top last week. So I said, let me put on
normally, when things go wrong for Ez, he normally comes on with a dark pair of glasses, and you've decided to go with a black Man United backdrop. So I know there's a bit of mourning going on right now. I understand that, and we will touch on that. I'm sure we will. But listen, I'm going to mind my manners. And first of all, I just want to say, how is everybody this evening? So let's start off around the table. Big D, how are you today? First of all, I won't go back.
Today, you know what? Today I was all right until I seen the snow outside. The snow is chucking down out here. I'd have to go work tonight in this. So I said, Poppy, nah, not good.
Wow.
It's settling as well. Yeah. It's settling on the trees and everything. I was like,
wow. Well, it snowed this morning here, but it's all melted. It's all melted away now. Nah, I don't think Scott has got any. I don't think Scott has got any snow in New Zealand, so he's probably laughing all the way. He should be good. He should be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right. No, I'm all right, mate.
Yeah.
Obviously, the weekend is the weekend, innit? You know what I mean?
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think what I'm trying to stay focused on. I'm all right, man. A lot going on, but we juggling as well.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that. Yeah. Just say big up from Craig.
Yes, Craig.
Now Craig has decided. Craig is gonna. I don't mind Craig spamming the chat today. So let's look at some of what Craig is just saying. So here's one for you. 7-Up, anyone? Anyone for 7-Up? Right. Okay. This one from Scott D, 7 a.m. ish here.
Listen.
This one from Craig Eric 7 Hog.
That one's biscuit, Craig. That one's played out, unfortunately.
And this one from Scott. I've not seen snow for 22 years.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Must be nice, Scott.
It must be nice. It must be nice. But yeah, brilliant. We'll crack on. So what's going on? Yeah, here we go. I think I've just frozen out there. I just froze there for a second. So, Kofi, how are we?
Yeah, smiling, as you can see. This smile hasn't left my face since Sunday, but what can I say? We'll get into the game. The week has been well so far, and everything's been good. Can't complain.
Yeah. Have you got any messages for anybody? Did you want to speak to anybody in particular?
Where's the guy? Where's the guy, Jason? Where's
well, I did message him personally and said that
the man needs to come on and listen and hear this one, because he's been talking last few weeks. He's been ranting and raving about my team, and I'm gonna give him some 7.
Well, listen. A couple of weeks ago, he did say at one point that Liverpool was irrelevant. And I know you took quite an offence to that. I saw you the language. I saw your body language. I saw your face was a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Listen.
I think his name was the first name you called. And I did say to him that he's looking for you. He said, Big D. He said he's going to try and come on and support you tonight, because he doesn't want you to be alone in this. This carnage when we finish.
Come, bring him.
If Jason can come true, you can come true. You know what I mean? Listen, man. I never shied away when we got slapped 6-3 by City. I didn't shy away when we got slapped 4-0 Frankfurt. I still put on the top and showed up for work. No, I'm here showing up for work, my Bridget. That is football, Football is a humbler. Because this is my thing. You're going from 1 week lifting the trophy, where I think that's where the problem started, to a week of getting absolutely manhandled in the one place that I never want to get manhandled, and that is Anfield. But yeah, boy, I'm going to tell you something in a bit when we get into it.
But for the grace of God.
Right. Yeah. And if they were my employees, all of them would be on the. They'd be all picked up their dole checks this morning. You know the ones. Because
I want you to. When we come to
Anfield.
your game, I need you to take me through your emotions during that game.
Yeah.
And also, Kofi, I need you to share your emotions during that game. I know I was giving you running commentary on your way home, so you was getting a little bit excited. I didn't want you to crash the car or anything like that. So, but you held it. You held it together. Yes, big up, Root Calls, man. Good to have you back on again.
Yes, Root Calls.
For me, Arsenal have to win 9 out of 12 games to win the Premier League. Yes, Craig, I've been doing my calculations, and basically that's what we need to do. I think going into that game against Man City, I know Liverpool played them the week before, so we need to be going into that game with at least that 5-point cushion. I mean, during this, there's an international break that's coming up.
Is it?
And I know. Yeah, there's an international break after
not now.
the Crystal Palace game. So
really?
What it is we play Fulham, and then there. So the
2 weeks
thing is
weeks?
that it's 2 weeks away. It's 2 weeks away. The reason why I'm saying this is because there's a game that Man City are meant to be playing against West Ham, and I think that game is cancelled. So if we beat Fulham and Crystal Palace, I think we actually go into the international break 8 points clear. And
so
then when
City are playing us, are City playing us after the international break?
I think so. If my memory serves me right, I might be wrong. If anybody knows, please put it in the chat. I think so.
No,
so, I'm backing on you. Say it again.
Here's a thought for
What's
you.
that?
How many players get pulled out from United, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, and Man City?
Yeah.
From the you watch how many players get pulled out. You watch.
It's pointless, isn't it? What is this international? It's pointless.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's absolutely pointless. Absolutely pointless. But yeah, Craig, I'm doing my calculations as I've been doing it over the past couple of days, so we need to make sure. Did you just call the Carabao Cup a trophy? Laugh out loud. That's for you, Big D. Do you want to respond to Scott on that one? Or do you call the
Scott? Scott? Right.
I told you they're coming through today. They're coming through today.
This is what I'm going to say. Right? That in the summer, a certain man went and played Audi Cups and thing. Then said, "Yeah, I won a trophy, Audi Cup." You know, this is a trophy that has been in the English league, I think, as long as the FA Cup, if not longer, or about the same time. So, yeah, man, that takes us. Unfortunately, Kobe, takes us one trophy more than you make. So you got to win something this season to keep up. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, man, like Ian Harris. Yeah, yes, and so man. I am counting that because I tell you what, when Liverpool win it and Man City win it, it's a cup that goes onto their notchboard. So yeah.
We all got to win something. We all got to win.
But this is the thing: when you haven't been winning, then you can't be looking down at the League Cup because there's bare teams in the Premier League that would have taken a League Cup this season. Trust me on that. They fielded very strong teams to try and beat us. But you know what, Scott? It's all right, man. Keep that energy because if Arsenal don't win the title, I'm hiring a DJ. You know, the DJ is going to be sat behind me, right? I'm about to buy a cigar from you. Never was there. I don't smoke, but I'm about to buy a cigar.
Do you know? So many clubs want us to fail in this thing. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I mean, listen, the pressure the pressure is there already. Yeah. We got to stand up to that, and you only got to look at the weekend games just gone, and we will actually go into it. But just to let you know what the show is about. Obviously, you guys have seen the agenda, and today, obviously, as usual, we'll be talking about the Prem review and the player ratings, looking at various Premier League games. Ref watch. If you thought there was any dodgy decisions during the weekend games. Also, title here, Ten Hag and his not so merry men. That's one for you, Big D. Ten Hag and his not so merry men. Comeback kings or luck. That's Arsenal. We're talking about Arsenal there. And Liverpool's resurgence. Will they make top 4 or even finish 3rd? And last of all, we go to the What's Going On Predictions League table, game week 25. So that's our agenda for tonight. Obviously, there's Champions League playing tonight. I believe Spurs are at home to AC Milan. They're 1-0 down on aggregate at the moment. But obviously, away goals and all that doesn't mean anything. So we'll see what happens. Will they get knocked out? I know they got knocked out of the FA Cup against Sheffield United. So that's another cup. Another one. That is the history of the Tottenham. That is the history of the Tottenham.
That one. Yeah, 8 o'clock tonight at home.
Big D gonna hold a Blues if we fail to win the league. I love it.
DJ lined up and everything, Reggie. Yes, record.
Talking about holding the Blues. Did you like that song by Desmond Decker? 7 Up.
Oh yeah.
Chili said that. Yeah, Chili said that.
Right.
I wanted to play it tonight, but I might have probably got done for copyright, so I'm gonna sing it.
They're a bit strict, aren't they?
Come on, D, give me some bass. 7 Up. Right. Listen, Scott Parker getting the sack again. This guy.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Listen, this guy, he's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just
that's
don't
Club
rate
Brugge,
him.
Club Brugge.
Club Brugge. Don't rate him as a
Club
manager.
Brugge,
Man needs to. I mean, Bruges is a quite decent.
He's been privileged, you know. He's been privileged.
Of course, absolutely.
Bruges was in the Champions League still. You got a Champions League team and you're still getting yourself out. I don't get that.
Yeah. Some great news there, Craig. Yeah, Gabriel saw him in training today.
Jesus is back.
So Jesus is back. Yeah, he's back now.
That's a problem right there now, isn't it? That's a problem.
Yeah, but no, he's not getting straight back into the team like currently.
Well, look, as it stands, because we've got Trossard and Nketiah out.
Yeah, playing.
That's why he's traveling. Yeah,
is Trossard injured?
That's why he's traveling. Yeah, say that again, mate.
Trossard is injured or suspended?
Yeah, no, he's injured. He's injured. He's twice. He got, in the Bournemouth game, he got a slight tweak of his groin, but they said it's nothing serious, so he should be back within 2 weeks. So,
wow.
Give that 2 weeks and the break with Jesus coming back. He's now, I just say, he's doing proper ball work, and he's training with the first team now. So that is fantastic news. Big up to Hussein Mohammed. I believe he's a Liverpool supporter. Arsenal are not ready for smoke at Anfield. If you're our first time on here, big up to you, man. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share.
Yes, I see.
To have you on.
I see.
Man. I haven't seen you, but listen, I'm glad we played Liverpool when we did at the Emirates, and I did say about this thing about Liverpool's resurgence right now. Second half of the season, they're now starting to look like, you know what I mean.
Listen, I've always said. We have this thing about second half of our seasons. We always come good somehow. So it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. You still a long way to go. You're currently 7 points behind, and I'm a seven is the
magic number. No, I'm saying it. You can say it, bro. You can say it.
I'm saying it. Just say that, man. Say your name. Right, What's your name, man? What's your name?
Bruh. Read it. As I say, read it and weep.
Ring it. I'm Tierney out. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame about Tierney. But he looks like, he might not be around come the summer. I know Newcastle are very much, news coming out, or noise coming out. That Newcastle are interested in him, and I think if he does go there, it would be a good fit for him. He will definitely get, first team without a doubt. But for us, it then means that we need to now go and source another left back. He's not getting the game time, and I get it. He plays for international. It's not even. That's the question. I don't know. I just don't think Arteta fancies him in that system. Do you know what I mean? Because the system he's playing that inverted left back thing.
Because he's been playing Zinchenko there, isn't he? Zinchenko.
Yeah, that's what he's playing. Yeah, Zinchenko. Do you know what I mean? Even though I don't even know if Zinchenko is a left back because he plays all over the field. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I think he can play that. He can play left side midfield. He probably can play left side centre back as well. A bit like Luke Shaw, you can probably play 3 spots. Yeah, there.
But I mean, I can't remember what game it was when he set up Bukayo Saka. He was on the right hand side. Yeah, he was on the right side, on the other side of the pitch.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if anything had happened where the ball had broken down, and any team can punish us by, because that you've got that big space now that's been left. You know what I mean? But I think the way Arteta is coaching his side, everybody knows their role. So if one, pushes up or goes out of position, then somebody else drops in. So it looks like they've got that locked down. But every now and again it could go wrong, and I've seen a couple of times where Zinchenko has played some sloppy balls or he's out of position. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens there. So it is a bit of a shame. Great, that means Nuno is coming back. Nuno is coming back. Which Nuno are we talking about? Oh yes, Nuno. Yeah, I know. Yeah, boy.
Is he on loan?
I think he'll probably end up getting sold anyway. Yeah, he's on loan to where is it? What's the club he's on loan to, guys? I can't remember because it begins with M.
Oh, okay.
Marseille. Is it Marseille? I think it's Marseille.
Oh, okay. It's French thing.
I'm sure it's Marseille he's on loan to. Nuno Tavares. You're Kofi there?
Yeah, I'm here.
It's dropping out. Oh yeah, your thing kept dropping out for some reason.
Oh. Yeah, I'm here, still here.
Yeah, bring Osherman to the red carpet. He's a baller.
He ain't coming to you, he's coming to us, mate. He's already done there. 350 bags a week, allegedly.
Wow. Well, we'll see. Okay, yeah. I'll say.
I wish he's coming to us, man. I'll take him. Him and Harry Kane. I'll take him and Harry.
Well, this is it. I mean, Chile's not here to defend Harry Kane. It's all right breaking records and stuff like that, but you've got to win trophies at the end of the day. Harry Kane, if he goes to Man United, there's a better chance of him winning a trophy, and there's probably a better chance of him. I mean, would you class Harry Kane, just for people in the chat as well? Would you class Harry Kane as a legend at Tottenham? The Tottenham fans probably look at him as a legend, but
yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think he is. No,
what do you define as a legend? What defines a legend?
He's their top goal scorer of all time.
Yeah.
Yes, top scorer.
It could be a case that, out of respect for him, if he leaves, they might just retire that number 10 shirt out of respect for him. A bit like what Arthur should have done with number 14. Yeah. He should have retired that shirt in it. But that once. But yeah. But if Harry comes, it's gonna be interesting dynamics if he comes.
Yeah.
Because if he comes, I've given him the captain's armband. I know that much.
But then I don't know whether Ten Hag will really really know what to do with him in terms of is he going to play him up front with Rashford, or is he going to put him into a kind of number false 9 role? I don't know.
He can play the 10, Kofi. He can play the 10 because you have to remember there's a point where all he was doing was dropping deep for Tottenham to create. And everyone's saying, we don't want him dropping deep. We want him in the box. But he can play that role. And as he gets older, he's never been quick, pace-wise. But he's got good feet. So if he wanted to come and the price was right, I wouldn't turn my nose up at Harry. That's the truth. I'm not going to even pretend that.
What age would he be when he comes to you? Was he now? Is he 29, 30?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, thereabouts ones, yeah. And
what sort of money we talk? What sort of money we talking?
As in transfer fee.
Yeah.
For me, you got to be looking at 80, 85 million at that age, just because of what he's done. England captain,
and what's left on his contract. Because once he goes into the summer, he will have a year left on his contract,
which is not much. Because if he walks for free, you'd rather take a light 70 mil for him than let him walk for free, innit? Well, that's me as a businessman.
I think that guy's got 3 or 4 more years left in him. Do you know what I mean? Because you can see that he's adapted his game. Do you know what I mean? Listen, Harry Kane he's not obviously the quickest, but what he does well in terms of thanks a lot, cheers. Did you want to? Okay. Do you want the thing? Sorry, D. Sorry.
This is Jay. Jay, when I'm winning,
no.
Jay, who was that? Who did that?
Jay just passed it to me.
Jay, is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?
No, it's not
You
what
lot
we're
better
doing.
qualified for with these antics. You lot better qualify for top 4 because I'm going to cook you lot as well. I'm in the cooking mood, you know.
Right, he's in a cooking mood. Well, listen, Jay, you might have a surprise tonight, D. So listen, she's
And I was going to go and buy a can, you know, just for banter. I should have gone out and bought a can, just for banter.
She brought me in 2.
But I can't share that on the screen, Jan. That's no good, man. You should have put one on DHL. You should have sent me some. You should have sent me a case by DHL.
You got any drinks?
I didn't have time to go shop.
Have you got any drinks?
I should have done that, you know. I should have done that before it started snowing. Gone down the co-op and get a can of 7-Up, you know there was, or a bottle of 7-Up. I think you can get me.
Yeah, so no doubt. You might get a surprise. You might get a surprise, D. Just look out. You might get a surprise. Somebody might come and show their face. Let's see what happens. Let's see. So
come on and banter me.
Yeah, so she kind of threw me bringing in those cans of 7-Up drinks. Sorry about that. Just to say, 7-Up now is our new 7-Up now is our new sponsor for the What's Going On podcast show. Yeah, so yeah, guys, big up, and it matches your green as well. Right, yeah. So anyway, let's get back to what we're saying. We lost my train of thought. We were talking about Harry Kane and the fact that 70, 85 mil, that kind of price.
Yeah,
you know, you get a good 3 years out of him. Also, just again, rumours about Pochettino going back to Tottenham as well. I don't know if anybody heard that.
I saw some rumours on it, but is he going to be that fit for Tottenham to take them forward?
Listen. One thing is going back to a club that you've done. I don't even know if we'd say you've done okay because they haven't won anything apart from getting to a Champions League final. You know, do you know what I mean? But
no, he did that without spending a lot of money. You know what I mean? And I always say this about Poch, that if you can get a team to the champion without breaking the bank like what we do, what Man City do, you know what I mean? Tottenham have never been big spenders like that. Do you rate Poch as a manager though? Because there's a lot of people. See, I rate him at Tottenham. I don't know about now because I think his ego's been bruised a little bit. You know, so apparently.
There you go. That's what I heard. Wow. Yeah, he's agreed to go back to Tottenham. Because listen, we know Conte ain't going to sign a contract now. Do you know what I mean?
He's not signing that
contract. The guy's having gallstones operations and stuff like that, and maybe he's probably going to end up staying in. Look, I think he's back now, but listen, if he hasn't signed a contract now, I don't see him signing one come the summer, regardless of where Tottenham finish. Do you know what I mean? So
I think you have to get a war chest.
If that's the case, and they've got that going. Say that again.
He would have to get a war chest to you'd have to give him a light 300 million.
Yeah, but is Levy going to give him that? That's the thing. Is Levy going to give him that war chest? He's not going to give him that war chest, is he?
No. And he will look at that squad and say, okay, once I combine that the starting 11, I don't have much of an option on the bench, so I can't compete. He'll come out and say it. Is that brazen? So you look at it and I think, you know, I look at us Liverpool, even yourselves. We've all got to spend a little bit in the summer.
Yeah, of course.
That way, next season, it will literally, everyone just keeps it'll be that time, we're just going to keep leapfrogging each other if we spend.
But if you know what? I have my reservations to Levy giving Poch the amount of money he needs to spend to get, you know, Tottenham to where they should really be as a club.
Yeah. Because you imagine if Tottenham do keep up and qualify for Champions League, Levy's gonna you qualify for Champions League. So 7-Up the likes people. Craig, love it. Woo!
Wait, oh baby, it's coming to that D. I'm sorry, man. Sorry.
Nah, don't apologize, Momsky.
You're the star. You're the star of the show, man. And talking about competitions in terms of the last week Wednesday, the FA Cup round 5 was played. Southampton going out to Grimsby.
Yes, yeah.
Going out to Grimsby and losing that game 2-1. Mate, Southampton, they're right down in the doldrums right now, both in the league and now they've been kicked out of the cup by Grimsby. I'm sure Grimsby are in, I'm sure they're in League, is it League One?
All right.
Is it League One or League? I'm sure it's League One. I don't think they're Championship side. They might be League One side. Do you know what I mean? Burnley beating Fleetwood 1-0. Vincent Kompany got his team playing some nice football. And they're looking like the ones to come up in the Premier League. So that would be really interesting. Somebody even said that, I think it was Pep Guardiola said that he's going to be the future Man City manager at some point. So that'd be interesting as well. League One, yeah.
It kind of makes sense. Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I mean,
because he's earning the stripes, Norm.
Right, you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You took the words out of my mouth. He's earning his stripes. You know what I mean? He's not like a Lampard. You know what I mean? All right, okay. Burnley obviously was a Premier League side and stuff like that, but they're not a glamorous side kind of thing. I think Frank Lampard going from Derby, to Chelsea, and then to Everton, and now look what's happened to him. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really glad he's cutting his cloth and he's doing a very good job because he's got them playing good football and they're top of the league in the Championship. So fair play to him. Fair play to him. Bit of a scare in this game. D Man United 3, West Ham 1. Your thoughts quickly on that game. Well, obviously it was turned around. And
for me,
guys, I think there was an own goal in that. Was there an own goal? Yeah, there was an own goal in that game. Yeah.
And you saw signs of complacency and signs
just while you're talking, keep talking, keep the show going, D. I've just got to go on, D.
And there were signs that we were playing very leggy, Kof, and I was like, this ain't good, man. And I think I said, go on. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, you can kind of understand after the cup final, first win in a long time, and it's one of those where you gotta just put that aside and switch on again to get yourself in the mood to play.
Yeah, and I watched it and I just said we're leggy. I thought we got lucky there. Again, I think if West Ham got some clinical guys, then I feel like they may have got something out of that, Kofi.
Yeah. I hear you.
Why can I see Jay? I can see Jay. This is weird. Jay, you'll never walk alone. She's coming to cook me, Kofi. You're that company, mate. When those things come back, they cooked it. I can see it. Woo! Nomsky, I was just saying. Oh, you haven't got his headphone. Yeah. So I think we got quite lucky with that one, Kofi. And you need a look to stay in the mix. Yeah.
Why?
I saw her in the background, you don't know.
Sorry,
got the shirt and the drinks, All right. All right, Kofi got company now. All right, 7 up.
No, this might be the only chance I get to gloat, so I have to take advantage of it, see. And you're my good friend. But I never know when I will ever be able to celebrate. So to
I hear you.
All the fans out there, this might be the only time I get to say.
Jackson, I'm going to toast you with my own tears. You know what I mean? So we can.
Don't worry, D, I've been there. Don't worry. And actually, going into the game, I said to everyone, I'm not confident. I thought, Man U were really doing well, Rashford, and Ten Hag got you guys playing. So I wasn't confident at all. I said to Norman, I said to everybody,
No.
I can't see it, to be honest. And if we did, we'd nick it by one goal in it. So I was very, very, very surprised, shocked.
Yeah, you know
that
what? And
came to that.
I think
Mhm.
I think I said it when I was covering for Norman that whenever we go to Anfield, you have to put aside the form because I never consider Man City our biggest rival. It's always been Liverpool
Mm,
for me. And if you've been
yeah.
supporting Man United as long as me, like it's the whole you got to go to Anfield and try and get something. And it's a place that we can't win at the moment, Jans. We haven't won there in a very long time.
Yeah.
We can take points at Old Trafford, but it's like the moment we step onto this is Anfield thing. And something I wanted to share while you're on. Veghurst touched the "This is Anfield" sign in the tunnel.
Wow.
Can you imagine? And apparently the
So
players
that
behind
game,
him
I
went
lost you there.
nuts. You know the lone striker Veghurst. Norman, you're on mute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he touched the "This is Anfield" sign.
Yeah,
Walking
I
down the
read
tunnel.
that, isn't it?
And I'm
Yeah, and
like,
Klopp
bro,
bans that,
Curse
innit?
of
Nobody's
the
allowed to
team.
touch that.
Curse of
whoever
the
was
team.
behind him, whoever the Man United players were behind him, they went ballistic at him apparently, saying, "What are you doing?"
Ooh.
But he was so hyped to play at Anfield, so I don't know
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
he's never started at Anfield, but he touched the "This is Anfield" sign. I was like, "Ah, what are you doing?" But
I see.
I
I,
don't know,
I,
and I
no, I
I
feel it
would
for you.
find
We've
him
been
either.
there.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, right? This is my thing, and this just shows the psyche of players as well. The one day I need you to show up is the day you don't show up at East Anfield.
Mhm.
You don't go to Anfield. And I think Roy Keane said this. The one stadium in this country that you don't turn up at and not show up is Anfield.
I know,
And
I know.
I saw Rashford come out saying that they didn't quit. Are you kidding me? Like you quit.
It would
Norman,
have
you're
been
on mute,
better.
though.
Yeah, it would have
No,
been better
you're on
if
mute.
he came out and said, "I quit." You still there, Nooms?
Yeah, he's on.
So
Norman,
I forgot
yeah,
to,
he's on
yeah,
mute.
sorry about that. Yeah. No,
Oh,
I was going to
cool.
say just a question. I was going to say, was it because Man United played bad, or was it because Liverpool was far superior? What's your thoughts first of all, D, and then I'll go to Jancy and Kofi on that one. So, D, was it because Man United were that bad, or was it because Liverpool just made you look bad?
Well, this is what I would say. In that first half, right? I'm going to say that Liverpool won. I'm going to say as high as 85% of the second balls, right?
Mm.
But we had chances. Now, this is my thing about not being clinical. We've always had the worst. We've had the worst goal difference, and it's even worse now because we're down to single again now. Them so 7 have taken us from whatever we were to 6 goal difference of 6. So we've not been clinical. So when you go to Anfield and get them those half chances in the first half, you have to take them, and then we concede 3 minutes before the half time. So you think, okay, we've missed them chances, we've gone in at half time, but then you concede in the 47th minute, 2-0.
Mm.
And at 2-0, I said to myself, okay, we can salvage a point here. But
Sorry.
at that moment, he's got to be reactive, which is a horrible thing to say. But you've got to be reactive, and you got to get Weghurst out of there. You've got to get Bruno off the left, back to either in the 10 or on the right, and you change it up. You try and just galvanize and go back to a more counter-attacking football. He still tried to play open football. Once the third went in, they quit. I don't care what Rashford says, they quit. After that third goal went in, Bruno stops running. You can't have a captain's armband and stop running. And after that, I just sat there going, I literally went and poured a strong drink, Sheena was like, what are you doing? I said, Sheen, come and have a look. By the time Sheena came and have a look, we were 5-0 down.
Man like Bruno
We
should
were
never
5.
be given captaincy. He
Right,
is not even worthy.
Yeah, Craig is put in the chat. Bruno Fernandes should not be allowed to put on a Man United kit ever again. Now, there was talk that I'm hearing conflicting stories. What they were saying that he was asking to come off, and as a captain, you stay and you fight. You stay with the ship, whether it's sinking or not. You stay with the ship. But then I'm hearing that wasn't the case. It was something that I think he was saying something to Mo Salah and that. So, and they were saying that obviously Gary Neville has now denied that. He said that he wanted to come off. I think whatever Gary Neville thought he said is now we tracking on it. So I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on that as well.
I look at Bruno, right? And from when we bought Bruno, I think I've said on here that I didn't want Bruno, not because I didn't like Bruno, but when you want to play that number 10 role, your ball retention has to be better. And because he's trying to be so over creative, he tries so much stuff. So that puts you on the back foot when you're constantly losing the ball in midfield, trying to be cute. But no one moans about that when he slides them nice balls in and Rashford or whoever scores. So it's a little bit of a, I look at that squad and everyone's like, oh, why is he captain? But he came and showed himself as a leader. His petulance, I don't stand for that. Like, if you're the captain, yeah, you speak to the referee. Now, the whole thing with the linesman, right? The linesman.
Yeah, I was going to say, would you think that's a sending off? Should that be a sending off?
No, because the linesman puts hands on him first, right?
Right, okay.
The only person that I think can physically touch a player is the actual referee. As in, so the player raises his hands to the ref and the referee says, pushes him back or whatever. I think the ref can do that. The linesman, no, that's not your place, mate. Otherwise, if you were that good, you would have been refereeing the game, not on the sideline.
Even the fact that he kicked out at Trent, come on, man. Retaliation. You got to give him something for that.
And going down when he got hit in the chest, he got hit in the chest, and he was holding his face. I mean, all of that.
Did he not get yellow card for the Trent thing? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. I think if they just waved it off.
I mean, he was doing a lot of simulation.
Yeah, and I think as a captain, right?
Exactly.
You can't lose your head like that.
No.
Yeah, you can't just blame him, though.
No. But this is why I was saying, right? It's like anything with leaders. Players on the pitch saw that Bruno would quit the game because one, you got the armband down, so it gives you the privilege to go at the ref, right? But then, like I said, the simulation, he gets hit in the chest, he goes down holding his face. You see at the World Cup where players roll off the pitch and roll back on again so they can stop the game and stuff like that. And I'm not saying Bruno was doing that, but he let himself down as the one leading the pack. So once the leader starts to be in that, then everyone, you saw the shoulders drop. We literally stopped trying to defend. At Anfield, in what world do you stop? And so my thing is, do you not understand the rivalry? As in, the players that have come in and the young players that have come out, do you not understand? Forget about Man City, because I watched an interview with one of the Gallagher brothers, Noel and Liam. One of them, I think they're both hardcore Man City fans, and he said, as much as we are current, until we catch what they've done, Manchester is still red. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, nah, you can't say that. But Liam Gallagher said that. Not me. Liam Gallagher said that. He said, until we've done what they've done in the game of football, especially under Alex Ferguson, Manchester, unfortunately, is still red. He goes, it burns me to say it, but that's the fact. Once we catch them on the trophy thing, then we can say, nah, they got to fall back. Manchester is now blue. So, for me, Liverpool is still our biggest rival, home and away. Yes, we won at home, but you don't go to Anfield and do that, Janice. You don't.
Not 7. Yeah, not 7.
And you know what's quite ironic? This, as I'm looking, there's 7 people on the chat right now watching this. So it's D. I don't know what's going on. And I'm not lying. I'm actually taking a picture. There were 7 people at that point when you were speaking, D. There were 7 people watching you as you were speaking.
I actually should go and get my Cantona 7 top and put it across my chest so you can actually see Cantona 7 on there.
Right, but you know what? There was actually something that I kind of highlighted when I was watching back at the replays, and there was a lack of passion. There was a lack of passion to get the ball back, and you were seeing guys like Anthony just standing there, leaving so much space, not even looking to see whether Robbo was in an area where he can capitalize and things like that. And that was a massive thing that, United, that's United of it never showed United with the old. It just shows a new United altogether.
And Kofi, this is why I don't want them speaking.
I think they've said that.
No, sorry, I was going to say it was nice to see Gakpo, Nunez, and Salah on the score sheet. That was so good.
Yeah.
From start of the season, Kofi,
what you
and
saying,
I've been
man?
saying to you, I've been saying, in Nunez we trust. Get the t-shirt printed, bro. I actually half expected you to wear a t-shirt today. I was waiting for it.
No. Listen,
I don't know what. Listen, I'm just wondering why Kofi ain't going in hard, man. This guy. If I was you, Kofi, man, your team has just done your team 7-0.
Listen, when Nunez gets that 20 goals, he's on 13, I believe, right now. There's still time to collect 20 goals. Man,
but that's what I'm saying.
That t-shirt's gonna be
as much as I've run joke on it, right? As much as I've run joke on it, I still think him and Gakpo are class players. But you have to remember, you come to a new country, right? It's a wet, damn cold. They're up north. They're not in London. And this is why when players come to us northern teams, you have to give them a little time because they're freaking out, especially if they come from the sunshine, saying, "What, does it never stop raining here?" Oh, no, it's the northwest, mate. It always rains in the northwest. Oh, man, I should have done my due diligence before I signed for you lot. But here we are. And so you got to give them time. So I think now, like, if like I said to you, if Klopp gets a younger midfield, you man are cooking again. I've always said that.
Yeah, but the midfield did okay. Harvey Elliott.
Did they though?
Yeah. Yes.
Because
the midfield.
Jency, and I'll say this, and I can be wise after the event on this one.
I think they did okay.
7-0. All right. This is what we'll say. If we're not playing every 3 days, I think it's a more competitive game.
Yeah, but
because it's two things. It's legs and it's and he picked the wrong side, Jancy. And I actually hoped he would have come out and said that, and he hasn't.
No. He blames you guys for being unprofessional.
Yeah, but he's taken some blame himself. But I want to come out and say, tactically, I got it wrong. I picked the wrong team.
Why are you playing Weghorst in the 10? Why did he start? Why did he start Rashford up front?
Yeah, and Bruno on the left. What are you doing? This is what Pep does in Champions League.
Do you proportion? What I'm saying? Do you proportion the blame to Ten Hag, or is it a bit of both? The players of that. What?
Yeah, it's a bit of both because
he's definitely got the tactics wrong in this game. Definitely got the tactics wrong in this game.
Not even tactics, the selection norm.
Yeah, the selection.
Because this is my thing, and this.
Why did he start Sancho? Why did he start Sancho?
Right, but well, I don't know, but this is my thing, Norm. The moment you put Harry Maguire on for the last 8 minutes of that cup final, so that you can join Bruno and lift the trophy, you send the wrong message to that whole squad with tired legs. Because I don't know if you saw it in the cup final when they're climbing the stairs, Bruno starts to hand back and push players in front of him. Casemiro comes back and grabs him by the arm and says, "What are you doing? No, you need to go and do this." He didn't want to do it because he thought, "Hold on, I've been troopsing this man, and now this brother comes and lifts a trophy with me. Give Bruno his glory." So you send a wrong mindset. That's just me. I coach basketball. You don't do that, right? And my brother called me earlier. He's in West London, and he's a United fan. And he said, when I saw that, he said he's got it wrong again with this captaincy thing because there's no. It's like anything. A new boss comes into something like that, and he says, "I've got to revamp it because you guys have been failing." So this is a captain who can't play in my system. He's no good to me. He's not going to be on the pitch. Oh, doesn't worry. He'll just be the club captain. No, I need my captain to be always available. That I'm picking Norman, right? Because he's my best central defender or he's my best forward, and he's got the captain's armband. When your captain is sat on the bench, right? And this is what I didn't like as well. I fell down. Maguire puts up his hood. And he puts one of these things over his mouth and his nose. Just see his eyes, just sitting there, right? This is me. As a captain, I'm getting up. I'm going down to the front. I'm saying, Eric, listen, you may need to go to about 5. Put me on and try and stop the bleeding. I'm begging to get on the pitch as a captain. I'm not sitting there cozy, probably sniggering because we're getting battered. And I'm not bashing Harry. I'm saying a captain's mentality is not sitting on that bench and watching us getting cooked. It's saying, "Boss, I know you don't like the way I play, but let me help shore it up because we are bleeding right now." And once the 4th goal goes in, I said, listen, they're going to score 10, and these men are going to go 1 hard, 2 hard, 3 hard, 4 hard, 5 hard. They're going to be doing that, right? And I was convinced you man was going to get 10 goals, Kofi.
Yeah.
Once the 10 goals
one thing? Did you notice one thing? That Liverpool played a lot faster without Thiago.
Without Thiago?
Yeah. The game plan was, we moved that ball quickly. And, the fact that we were quicker to the second balls and we just recognized the space to run through in behind. And boy, that Salah did some things to Martinez, man. He was doing some rings, he was doing some ballet,
but
he was doing some...
It's funny you say that, right? But it wasn't Martinez that was supposed to be checking Salah. It was Luke Shaw. And Luke Shaw put on the game. And Salah's getting and Martinez is getting cooked. He's saying,
but the majority,
I'm looking at it, I'm going, Luke Shaw.
But the majority of your players, Varane didn't turn up. Casemiro had a terrible game.
And the
Martinez,
core, the core, Norman. The core didn't show up. The core cannot show up, cannot go to Anfield and not show up and expect to compete. Because, like I said to Sheena at 5-0, I said, this is going to be 10-0, She went, are you serious? I said, Sheen, we are getting so cooked. These men are quick. It was like a training game in the year for Liverpool.
I think is it 92? Is it 92 years? 92 years. This is the biggest score that you've lost by. I think 19, whatever it is. And not only that,
and we weren't even called Man United then.
Listen,
we was called the Green Kid Club. I forgot what they called it now.
Well, the thing is as well. De Gea has had to pick the ball out the back of the net in Anfield. I think it's something like 36 times. So the aggregate score, I believe, is 36-2.
Over
how many? I can't remember what periods of time. Yeah, whilst De Gea's been a goalkeeper for Man United, he's had to pick the ball out of the Anfield net.
So he came to us in like 2013 or 14, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah,
might be 12, but it's a lot of time, isn't it?
Yeah,
but they were you could stop though. There weren't anything he could have stopped though, is there? Not he made a boo-boo. He couldn't do
what, Jancy, there was at least 3 he could have dived for.
Really?
He didn't even attempt to dive. That means his reflexes weren't there, which is not like him. So I actually wouldn't have even started him. I think all that's gone on, the way he's had to keep us in the game against the Barcelona, right? He's played a lot of football. I just think if you got a backup goalkeeper and you're looking at mental fatigue and everything else, you got the whole team. You just don't pick that same team week in, week out, and maybe he really don't trust that squad or what's left of the squad once he's got the best 11.
But if the score was the other way around, if the score was the other way around, you guys wouldn't really be criticizing the team per se, would you?
No, it wouldn't have been the other way around because we haven't been clinical all season. There's no way we're scoring 7 goals at Anfield, not a chance. Because Martial, what's Martial? 270 a week?
No.
270 a week, Sorry, I'm losing my mind here. and he can't look down at the bench and go, Martial, you're up, son. That makes no sense to me. He has to go. And I've given him chances of defending Anthony Martial because he's got good feet. And when he's on it, you saw when like Louis van Gaal, maybe one season under Jose. After that, he's been no good, man. So there's too much pressure on Rashford to score. And when Rashford's below par, we look awful.
Yeah, but even him, how can he trip over his own feet? Try to get a penalty. That's terrible.
And this is where it comes desperate, Jancy. You're at Anfield, you're getting cooked in the pressure cooker, and the capitulation was just yow.
Look,
one thing I want to say
is that yes, it's 7, but if we do not beat Bournemouth this coming weekend, boy, I'm not going to be feeling happy at all. Like, we're going to be looking at that game like they beat Bournemouth 9-0 start of the season, and we're going to be shutting up shop. So,
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, you beating Bournemouth 9-0 and beating Liverpool, I'm sorry, Man United 7-0, and obviously with the other goals, it's taking your goal difference now to plus 19.
Plus 19, yeah.
And you was on plus 13, now you're on plus 6.
Plus 6, exactly. Absolutely crucified our goal difference. And we're not clinical.
But
So
I can only gloat today because I don't know what's going to happen in the next game.
But you know what? I look at it now, and I actually don't see why Liverpool finish in the top 4. Because I think now that Tottenham and Man United may end up fighting out that 4th spot. Now, I've always said I'll take a cup on the 4th spot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like because that 100 million Champions League money is a big deal. I think we spoke.
I personally think Liverpool will get into the top 4 and Tottenham will drop down to 5th. I just don't think they've got the mentality to do it. You know what I mean? And
not only that, Norm, let's not pretend that at the start of the season we were bottom of the league with a -5 goal difference after 2 games. That's where Ten Hag's coming from. So I have to I have to take the rough and the smooth here. Because, you know, in a sense of I never saw them 2 results, even though I did because he started Harry and Lindelof. And I said, what are we doing here? This is like an Ollie team is putting out here for the start of the season. Because he wasn't. Something happened in pre-season where whoever Varane pulled his hamstring or something in the pre-season. So then he had a choice because Martinez hadn't come in yet. He was very late on in the window. And then he just said, right, he needs to get up to speed. So I'm going to have to go with these 2. You remember, he went 2 games and then he benched. After 2 games, he benched both of them. And I remember my brother calling me saying, Ten Hag don't know what he's doing. I said, bro, we got no choice. We got no centre backs. Martinez has just come in before the World Cup. So he come in late and Varane got injured and he started on both 2 games. And then he said, okay, I've given them the 2 games to prove to me that I was wrong. And I'm right because neither of them can play the football I want to play. He just shipped in, 6 goals, 5 goals, whatever it was. And he benched them. And from the benching them, we sort of turned it around. Obviously, the City loss was mad. Because if you look at it, the City loss and the Liverpool loss, after that, we've done okay. Even though we've drawn but not beaten anybody, any of the big 6 at Anfield. Not Anfield, at their home ground, should I say?
Yeah. No, you haven't.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So under Ollie, we were winning all them away games, but getting crucified at home. Now it's that thing where on the road we can be hit. I think we drew 1-1 with. I think only Tottenham we beat. Maybe drew 1-1 with Chelsea at home. Lost to Arsenal 3-2. Lost to Man City 6-3. Got spanked 7-0 by you, man's Kofi. Drew with Chelsea, I think drew with Tottenham, something like that. 7-0. I get it, Norm. It's there, Norm. Come on, keep reading I can. Look, I'm still drinking tears, you know. I'm still drinking my own tears, man. I'll start saying in a minute.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you haven't mentioned about the drubbing you gave to Arsenal like way long time ago, you know. But
the whole 8-2 thing. Yeah. You know what? That 8-2 result. Right?
Listen, we had our second string team out for that game.
Oh, be ahead of yourself, Norm. Right,
yeah?
A competitive.
Listen, D, you had your full and strongest squad for that Liverpool game, mate.
For that 8-2.
For this game, you had your full and strongest squad for this game. That's just not.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
no, we didn't. We didn't. Because there's no Eriksen. Everyone's completely forgetting about Eriksen and what Eriksen means to that team.
It's true.
There's no Eriksen and there's no Martial. Right. 2 huge factors to go to. Put them 2 back in that team, and we're not playing every 3 days and see if that's the same result. I don't think it is. I'm not saying we're going to win it, but is it the same result? Maybe not, my friend. I don't know.
Maybe it would have been different if, that Casemiro goal was an offside and maybe Rashford didn't trip over his feet. It might have been a different kind of game.
One goal changes the dynamics. Yeah. If we go in at half-time 1-1, there's everything to play for, isn't there? But I think how quickly we conceded after half-time.
Yeah.
in my mind, I said, you just got your ass handed to you in the changing room. I know you have, because I know what this guy's like. He's a nutcase. And you come out and within 3 minutes, you're 2-0 down. Come on, man. Because I know if he could have punched man in the face, he would have done it. I don't. He's mad, you know. He's mad. He's mad. But you can see he was just I bet when he went home, I bet he got the punch bag out and everything when he went home because because this is what he said. He said something like, "They don't listen to instructions sometimes." So it's almost like he's like, "I'm not wasting my breath with these players." And if we get a rich owner, you'll be surprised who he pushes out the door. Because I think there'll be a case of where that's the owners. Do you mind paying him off the last 2 years of his contract? I want him gone. And that's a horrible thing to happen. If someone says, you know what, I'd rather pay you your last 2 years and have you infect this squad with your negativity and your laziness. Because when you're watching players down tool, you imagine getting paid 250k a week and you're down tools.
Wow.
At your biggest rival. That's like, yow. That don't make any sense. That's just like, it's kind of unforgivable. And I said this a lot in the Ollie when we had bad results. I said that result was unforgivable. And I still forgave them. They still had me put on the TV. Or that's what I said to Jason. I haven't travelled to Old Trafford since Ollie's nonsense. Me and she needs to always go up there because we got family in Manchester. So we make a weekend of it. I cannot pay you. Obviously, the pandemic you can't count, but before the pandemic, we go up. Since they've come back, we ain't been to Old Trafford. We were like, love Manchester, but until we get somebody that knows what they're doing. And I would go up now under Ten Hag, regardless of this Liverpool result, because at least I can see that he's trying to do something here. And this is my thing. The media was kind of heaping praises on the turnaround. And one game, they want to put this man on the cross after one bad game. He's on a hide into nothing. We've got the cup final back to back with Barcelona. Come on, man.
So, D, going forward, just quickly, because I want to kind of move on the subject because we're really you spent about 7 hours on this subject, so.
No, it was 7 hours, you know. My Lord.
Hey, that's D. If nobody knows in the chat that we all go to church, and the Bible reminds us that we must forgive ourselves 70 and 77 times.
Right, all the sevens. It's one of my numbers, man.
But even Klopp said a freak result. Hey, Klopp. What's his name? The other punter said it's a freak result. You know what I mean? And if we don't build on it, it's worth nothing at the end of the season. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, sorry, go on, Kofi. Go on, sorry, mate.
Our next 5 games are going to be telling to see whether we're really going to push on and maybe secure top 4 because.
Where do you see yourself? Because one of the things that I put was with Liverpool's resurgence. Do you feel that they will make top 4 or even finish 3rd? Someone could miss out on that. Could that be Man United? Or do you think
I kind of see
with Lee being 7 points ahead of you guys? Do you think you could hold that position? I think. Would you say now your chance of trying to win the league now is now? Because now I think if you work it out now, if we look at
I never believed in that though, Norm. Just because of playing every 3 days, it's like.
But I think people have been saying it. The media's been saying it. You're in a title race and that, and now with the fact that
I shouldn't say this as a hardcore fan, but I'm going to say it. I would rather we just bounce this Europa League thing, win the FA Cup and finish 3rd.
Say that again, D, about the Europa?
I would rather we just bounce the Europa League thing, win the FA Cup, and finish 3rd. Honestly, it's so much football now. We don't have to swap for it.
Yeah.
And someone said, "Oh, D, you can't say that." I'm being honest.
But I mean, some of your Man United fans, some Man United fans on other chats and stuff like that saying, okay, yes, we lost 7-0. But we've still got 3 trophies that we can still win. 2 more trophies, which is the Europa League and the FA Cup. Remember, you guys are in the quarterfinals now.
I know.
You're in the quarterfinals now, mate.
I think we've lost players to injury every Europa League away game. We've lost at least 2 players to injury every time we've gone away and played in Europe, which is kind of maybe it's the pitches. I don't know, Because you have to remember, us northern teams play on them soft pitches, man. It rains a lot, even though they got the drainage. Them pitches are not hard pitches. When you go and play on them sun-baked pitches,
saps your legs, man. That saps your legs.
Yeah, and so I look at it and say, right now, if Ten Hag, if he gets top 4, gets 100 million Champions League money, and we get new owners, I think he's nice.
You're good.
If we
You're good for next season. You're good for next season.
If we don't get top 4,
and not only that, D, you've got Harry Crane to come in there. Yeah, take him out of Tottenham.
Well, I don't know if that's a done deal. I don't know if that's
what's the point? What is the point? What is the point of Harry Kane being at Tottenham?
Yeah, that's true. But
what is the point?
He's not gonna come to United if we're not in Champions League and Tottenham are.
I get that, but I do think you will get in Champions League. I do think you'll get in Champions League.
And that's why I would say, just like if he can't field a weakened team against Betis, which is what he needs to do, Harry Maguire, all the man needs to be playing. Lindelof, all of them, right, against Betis on Thursday night. And focus on FA Cup top 4. Get your 100 million for Champions League and 2 trophies. That ain't bad for a first season rebuild for somebody that's stranger to the club. I think most teams would take that, Norm.
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the season, D, you were saying maybe finish 6th.
Yeah, 5th or 6th, remember? And FA Cup or whatever.
And maybe get a trophy. But
get a trophy,
It looks like I mean, at the moment, we
got a trophy.
We've got a trophy.
So we've succeeded at one thing already. Exactly. So for me, top 4 is the only thing I'm bothered about now. I've got to be honest with you. I'll take the FA Cup win if he decides to still push on, because he keeps picking strong teams for everything, Norm. It's not realistic with that squad. It's just not. It's a little bit naive, actually. But I don't want to call him naive, because I think he knows what he's doing. Apart from this whole, bro, we can't compete in everything. Look at your bench. You don't want to play these guys. That's why they're on the bench.
So lastly then, quickly, so just on the Man United and Liverpool thing, with the resurgence of Liverpool and with Man United, looking to stay in the top 4, what are we saying? Are you saying that you would stay in the top 4D, possibly win another trophy, or do you think Liverpool, with the resurgence that they've got right now, do you think that they're gonna overcome that 7-point gap with a game in hand? Who's finishing above who?
Oh, they got a game in hand.
Liverpool got a game in hand. Is Man United finishing above Liverpool? Yes or no? Put it in the chat, guys, as well.
Yeah, we're finishing third.
Yeah, you're finishing
third.
Oh, who's this? What's up? Yeah, AD, you managed to...
Hold on. Normski, when have I not shown up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. I'm getting quite defensive here. The only time I did show up, I was on a cruise. And the cruise left the dock early, and I couldn't get a signal.
Yeah, you're always on it.
Whoever this guy
managed to show up.
Yeah.
He always showed up, and he always wears his shirts.
I always show up, man.
He's just been triggered. He's just been triggered.
You just triggered me with that one, whoever you are, because I've always showed up.
Whoever WhatsApp is, welcome. Listen, hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you're new.
Yeah, I showed up against 4-0 Brentford. I was here. 6-3 Man City. I was here wearing my shirts.
So just guys, just wait a minute. Listen. This is the showdown that we've been waiting for. Kofi sent me a message via FaceTime to say that he wants to have a chat with a certain gentleman. So, Kofi, I'm going to give you this floor for a couple of minutes to speak to our good friend, Jason P., a Man United fan, who said he's going to come in and Big D. So, let me add Jason P. in now as we speak. And here's Jason P.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, guys.
Hello,
everyone. Hey, Chad.
Up.
Listen, you got to turn up. You got to turn up.
Turns up.
Exactly, Jason.
See man now. Talk about my team.
Listen, I've come in late. I walked down some food. Listen. At the end of the day, it's a good...
Sorry, Jason, just a minute. Cheers.
I've been holding this for you.
You lot must have went searching for a can of 7-Up, innit?
How many times do you come to Anfield and take a whooping 5, 6, 7? It's going to happen every season, right?
I tell you what, Kofi. I tell you what, you're right. We haven't had a great record, but I tell you this year, what is it going to get you?
That's what I'm saying.
He's not going to finish above us.
Listen,
You're still not going to win
Let me
anything.
take a sip.
There's still 13 games to go,
So-
mate. A
so
long
I'll tell
way
you
to
what.
go.
It was a great win. Take all the glory.
That's
bow
what I'm
down,
saying.
and all of
You've
that,
been
right?
humiliated. You've
You-
been
Rightly
humiliated.
so. Rightly so. But guess what? That's one game. We brush it
It
off
is one
and
game.
we
One
move
game.
on. We brush
It's
it
one
off and move on. It was terrible. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, it was terrible. The guys lost their heads, everything. Right? It showed some of that old mentality still inside them
Yep.
somewhere.
Right, Jake.
Listen, let's be real. You just have not got the players who fit the United brand, and Ten Hag needs to get some of these guys out.
At the end of the day, let's not forget that he's done a great job with this side, right?
True.
And everyone would have never thought we'd have been where we are today. We're still in every competition. I never thought we were going to win it. You guys asked that question. You guys asked that question on this show a few times since I've been on here, and both Delwa and I said we ain't in no title race.
We've said it.
Right? I never thought we was in a title race. We ain't got the squad for it.
Jason,
Right.
can I ask you this question? Can I ask you this question before Kofi comes in? A couple of weeks ago, when you made your sort of,
Why?
I just want to address something, and Kofi was quite hurt by this when you first kind of made your debutant.
It wasn't even that I was hurt.
No, let just say this. I saw your face.
You get it out. You get it out, Nose.
I saw your face. Kofi. I saw your face, man. Right, and Jason, there was a particular thing when you were talking about Liverpool, and you said they're irrelevant, right? Just saying, Jay.
This season, Liverpool have been irrelevant. Apart from this one game where they took, to be honest with you, Liverpool played well, but half of it was our own fault anyway.
True.
Right? But don't get me wrong, you still got to exploit that. And Liverpool, I'm not.
And we exploited it to the max.
You totally exploited it. You took advantage of it, and well done to you. You're still going to get kicked out of the Champions League tonight. Or is it next week?
Next week. But these guys are Jason. These guys are delusional. They think they're going to go to the burner bar.
I know.
Yeah, now come on, man. Listen. Real Madrid. Listen, Real Madrid are not Barcelona. Real Madrid are not Barcelona. You called it.
I did call it, didn't I? I called it last time. I might not call it right this time, but in Kloppy we trust. All right, in Kloppy we trust.
You know what? I need to go back to what I said about Klopp, because I did say Klopp out, and I'm sorry, Klopp,
you said Klopp out.
I did say that.
Yeah, he did.
Hold on a minute, Jason. I've been down to the shoe shop the other day, yeah, and I bought some flip flops. Yeah, do you want it, Kofi? Do you want the flip flops? Kofi, do you want the flip flops?
No,
before this result, right? Bare man were chatting Klopp out before this result.
Yeah, true.
I hold my hands up. I was frustrated and angry at the time. But he always finds a way to put a smile on my face.
That should never come out your mouth. I made a joke a few weeks ago. When I said Liverpool were irrelevant. I was just being cool. But the reality was you were basically irrelevant before Klopp came. You were never going to win the Premier League. You might do well in a cup here and there, but nobody looked at Liverpool. He's turned Liverpool into a force, and you had one little bad spell, and people want to say Klopp out. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I say, Jason, I've said it so many times. He's got credit in the bank. Klopp has got credit in the bank when it comes to Liverpool, man. You give him a midfield. I'm not saying a war chest. Give him a 200 million to strengthen the midfield and get another centre back, and Liverpool are back at it, mate. Trust me, because the front line is mad once they're fit.
Yeah, let me give you a joke. Right, one time I was having a conversation with a Man United fan, right, and you know what they said to me? They want Alex Ferguson to go now. I said to them, that's the last time I'll ever have a conversation. I said, seriously, I'm not joking. I said to them, it's the last time I'll ever have a conversation with them about football again. It don't make no sense. Now look, so Alex Ferguson left, and we've had 10 years of nothingness.
No title.
Nothingness. Just being.
Be careful what you wish for.
Name. Yeah, just
but the Arsenal fans did this, Jason, with Arsene Wenger as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the truth is, since Arsene Wenger, you ain't won a title, have you?
What, nearly 19 years?
Well, they didn't win it with Arsene Wenger for about 10 years, 15 years.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because 2004 was when Wenger left in 2019. So if you take it from there, we haven't. Yeah. And then
because if you think about it, the influx of the Chelsea money and the Man City money changed a lot with the dynamics of how the Premier League was kind of, you know what I mean? It was, yeah.
Well, this comment from WhatsApp. Keane got it right. Man U been getting away with it for weeks. West Ham, Leicester, Newcastle, and all ran them close. Do you agree with that statement?
True, but I keep saying we're playing every 3 days. I expect these teams that are playing once a week to run us close. I'm expecting it. There's no misunderstanding there. I'm expecting these teams to run us close because he's got no squad. Like I said to Jason earlier, he looks down and he don't want to say you're up. He doesn't want to do it. He's trying to flog that core of players, and then I just think he just come and stuck at Anfield. It comes to a point where it's like,
well, this is his first trip. This is his first trip to Anfield, right? So
that's not a big deal. What's wrong with this man? Let me show this man this thing here, man.
That's right, D. A big proud.
Listen, mate. I take it. Listen, I take it, man.
Yeah, take it, Jay.
It's one game.
I had people blowing off my phone. I'm at 7-Up cans. I've seen all sorts of things. But you have to take it. It was atrocious performance. It was terrible second half performance. I've never seen anything like it. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Would CR7 made a difference in that game?
No, got no legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, guys.
No. This is who would have made a difference to that game right there. This brother. All right, let's not get that twisted now. Listen. Yeah. I have to say this, Jason, right? Because this was mad, right? There was people blowing up my phone on Sunday, right? And this is a little bit deep here, right? That never called me when my sister died.
Oh,
wow! That's blowing up my phone over football. Are you mad? When I showed shit on my phone, she said, "Wow, bro, come on, man."
People are man.
It's football, you know. You never call me to offer up condolences for Jen, but you called him because your team beat my team. So nah, stop it. Leave it.
Nah,
this where I draw the line where we banter, right? What's not banter? I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But this, my phone was busting up, and I just stop that. I'd never hear from you. What are you calling me now for? Come on. Like, if Kofi called me, I'm taking Kofi's call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's Kofi, and you should have called me, Kofi, because I'm going to call you. You should have called me. Talk to me. And I'd have to take it, Kofi.
You know what? I'm really surprised at Kofi. I'm really surprised at Kofi that he hasn't gone in the hard. I mean,
you know what? He's a classy brother.
Listen,
he's a classic brother that understands football.
It is one of those freak results. But I've got to bear in mind that, this weekend we could have a sucker punch, and I'll come back on the stream the following week and be answering some questions, or you might not even see me,
Yeah, that's why I had to come on today, because it might be my only chance. So wear the shirt, and my only chance. So I had to come on today. Who's gonna say you might never see my face for the rest of the season? You just don't know. But
put this way, right? I'm looking at the comment here from WhatsApp, right? It's not an excuse, because I've been saying for the last 4 to 5 weeks we are playing leggy football. And at some point, he's got to say to the club captain, "You're up, mate. You have to show me something, because Varane needs a day off. You just can't keep." He did this at Ajax, Jason. He flogged that first team squad so badly that it was like when they came and stuff, everyone said, "Well, yeah, you just can't keep playing that squad in Champions League, in League Cup, in their version of the FA Cup and the league. You gotta look down the bench and saying, I can't really fancy this lot, but I got to throw just 2 or 3 of them in." And I felt at the weekend, because you have to remember, when you got 5 subs, you can say, right, half time, you know what? It ain't working, It ain't working. Let me let me make 2 subs and just keep 3 back and see. And then after 60 minutes, you say, yo, we getting hammered. Throw them. I mean, when you put the kids on, I didn't like that, Jay. It served no purpose.
I didn't know
it
what
served no
he was
purpose
doing,
for me.
man.
Yeah. And maybe
But
he just thought, I don't want to get a superstar getting injured, maybe. But I didn't get it. I think it destroys them mentally to go into a game 5-6 down and expect you to do something. At Anfield, let's not forget it.
He made a lot of mistakes in that game. But to be fair, everyone made mistakes in that game on the Man United side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I expected to lose games here and there because we get that Aston Villa performance here or something like that, right?
Oh yeah.
Obviously, what I never expected was a 7-zip performance. But I also expected that sometimes he was going to make some substitutions that just didn't. Because often he makes substitutions, you think, what is he doing? And it just works.
Right.
Whereas this time,
when I saw McSauce and who was he for? McSauce and Garnacho. I think we were 5-0 down then, and I went, that's not an answer for me. Those 2 guys are not an answer at 5-0 down, and you should have made that sub. I think you make the sub at 2-0 and say, right, let's see if we can lock up sharp and try and nick a point, counter-attack and nick a point. You don't wait to 4-5-0 down to start making subs. Not at Anfield anyway. There's no recovery there. So it's almost like he saw that they quit the game. He'll never come out and say it. He saw they quit the game and he just said, okay, you know what? Let's not get any of our key players injured. Start making some subs then. I think that's what he did rather than... There's nothing tactical about it. If you're looking to nick a couple of goals, there was nothing tactical about that at 5-0 down. I remember Sheena came into the front room and just spun back round again and went out. She went, woo! And just spun out. To say, Lord have mercy, D. I said, she went, yeah, and she just went straight back out.
For me, it was just a terrible sport. It was a terrible sporting day. So, Lewis Hamilton, terrible. The car's awful, right? Yeah. I'm already annoyed about the car. Then you got this performance. So then I thought, you know what's happened? After Man United got thumped, I saw that the Golden State Warriors are playing the Lakers. I thought, yes, let me watch
I watched it. And then to top it off, Juve lost as well, Norman. Juve lost as well in their comeback to try and get in the Champions League after that point deduction. They're 7th. They've come back to 7th already after that point deduction. And then lost at the weekend. So United lost, Hamilton lost, the NBA done my head in, and Juve lost. I went, what a horrible day.
You're a Heat guy, don't it? You're a Heat guy.
Yeah, I'm a Heat guy, but I love to watch these. Yeah, I just like to watch the competitive games, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I am a Miami Heat guy. You're right there, Jay.
Yeah,
Uncle Pants getting it wrong.
From Chile, Man U, some Snow White team. I'm assuming he's talking about some Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
All right, no, I'm gonna go, guys. See you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You want to say cheers, Jess, before you go? Do you want to say cheers? Do you want to say cheers?
Come on, cheers.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
Jason, this not got me drinking my own tears on the stream, you know, Jason. Got me drinking my own tears, man.
That's right. Look, listen, I come home late. I come home late today, right? And I said I've got to come and support Doha, you know. Because Big D, man, I fought for you here today, man.
Well, listen.
I knew I was gonna get cooked. Yeah, you wanted them,
we have squeezed the living daylights like that. But just before,
my gosh,
I really want to bash through the last lot of bits and pieces. I just want to just see which of these venues that Man United will look to replace. So let me just go down here.
Norman's on a clown thing. I know it. Watch you.
I'm not no clown thing, man. I'm good.
You clowning the store, innit? What's going on now?
You know he is.
He's got a slideshow, innit? He's got a slideshow.
Yeah, go on. Here we go.
Okay.
There's 7 wonders of the world, you know. Man, I'm going to Brazil, man. I'm going to Brazil.
So, guys, people in the chat, which one do you think Man United should replace? And if your geography is good, or the name of the places, can anybody tell me? Starting up in the let's see.
What you got there? You got
the
Kilimanjaro.
Okay. What if I put my cursor over that one? What's this one?
Right.
Anyone put it in the chat?
I can't see your cursor, no. Yeah, that's.
Oh, you can't see my cursor. Okay, so, okay, if I can't even point to it. But okay, if you're looking at it let's look at the top from your left to right.
Okay.
So we go. Can you see?
Is that Kilimanjaro? The first one. What's
Kilimanjaro?
So the very top one to the left, no?
No.
It's like Great Wall of China. Great Wall of China. Right?
Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
Anybody else in the chat was there? What about next door to it?
Egypt pyramids. Egypt.
Pyramid,
Egypt?
yeah. It looks like Egypt.
Pyramids. Yeah, pyramids.
It's not the pyramids.
It's not the pyramids, is it?
Nope. It's not the pyramids.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to picture a bit small on my screen. I'm not sure now.
Yeah.
Well, okay. If you look at the one below that, you should know what that one is.
Is that Saudi Arabia?
No, the Taj Mahal, isn't it? Taj Mahal.
Yeah. Right.
And what about next door to it?
Is that the Colosseum?
Yep, Colosseum.
Yeah.
And then below that.
Below it.
Yeah, below that.
Is that the pyramids, Norman? Below it?
No,
that's the pyramids, isn't it? Below it? No?
Is that the pyramids?
Not below it, to your below the Colosseum.
No, I think that's the you've got the Colosseum. I think that's the Macho. That's the Macho. Then next to that is the Petra. That's the Petra. And then the one that has the green and Pompeii. That's right, Pompeii.
Oh yeah.
And the great, obviously, Chile said the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
And the one everybody loves this team. What's it called?
This is
the one in Brazil.
Yeah, the one where
Brazil.
Yeah. What's it called?
That's Rio, isn't it?
What's it called?
Yeah, Rio. The team.
Yeah.
Oh, Boca Juniors. Boca Juniors? No.
No, but what's the name of the actual?
Oh, the area.
The seven wonders of the world. What's it called?
Oh, what do you call that again?
Do you want to tell you what it's called?
Yeah, go on.
Christ the Redeemer.
There we go.
That's what it is.
I think you needed Christ at the time.
Christ the Redeemer. We needed something, man. We needed the Holy Ghost and everything, mate. You know what? So which one do you reckon you should replace, guys? Put it in the chat. Which one do you reckon Man United should replace? Yeah, put their stadium. I'm going to say the Great Wall of China, mate. The Great Wall of China. Build a stadium there.
It's got to say Christ Redeemer, or you say replace the Wall of China, the Great Wall of China, the Taj Mahal, the Colosseum.
Right.
Put it in the chat.
Which one's near Qatar? We'll put it there.
Thank you, Root Cause Brokers from Argentina. And again, I'm mixed up, mate.
Yeah.
Got struck by lightning. Yeah, imagine.
Let me come out of that. But yeah, listen, we have utterly squeezed the living daylights out of that Liverpool and Man United game.
It's always going to be that, Norman.
It was always going to be that. I think this one is really kind of taken over the show. So it doesn't leave us, in terms of much time. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go through everything. But just want to touch on some of the key games. So one of the things I said is it mentality or is it just luck? Yeah, comeback kings. Is it luck or is it mentality?
It's not luck. It's not luck.
What is your view on that game? I mean, listen, when I was watching it, mate, I was like, that's it, we're done. 2-0 down. Bournemouth of all people, we're done out here. Yeah, we're done out here.
This is what I was saying. No, go on, Chili.
You got to ride these. You got to ride these games at this stage of the season, game by game, and you're gonna have these moments in the games where a team are gonna come and shock you, but you got to be up for the challenge to fight for every minute, every yard of that pitch.
Yeah.
I listen. You're thinking 2-0 down. We score in the 60-odd minute. Partey gets a goal back. Then Ben White scores his ever first goal for Ben White for Arsenal, you're thinking, okay, 2-2, and
Yeah,
at this
but no,
point, yeah.
But you have to remember, man. Like these man got a minus 27 goal difference, man.
I hear that. I absolutely
and
hear
once you scored, I said Arsenal winning this. Once you scored the first goal, I said Arsenal winning this. And my cousin called me about something, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I started watching the Arsenal game. So Arsenal 2-1 down, but they're winning this. I said, "Listen, these man cannot defend when it matters." So says so. I think you're gonna win that game 5-2 in the end.
Yeah.
Couple of scuff jabs.
With the amount of shots we had up.
I
think Bournemouth only had one corner in that game.
Right, one corner in the whole game.
I didn't look at all the stats or anything like that, but one of the quickest goals. I think after was it something like 7 or 9 seconds? I couldn't believe what I was watching. I literally sat down and it's like it's 1-0 to Bournemouth. What's going on?
But no, they were only clinical for their goals. After that,
absolutely, and all they did was sat back. All they did was sat back to try and defend that, and a lot of time wasted.
And I actually get that, when you're bottom of the league and you go 2-0 up, I don't expect you to keep attacking. I expect you to try and soak it up, part the bus, and hope for the best. But once you scored the first one, I said, nah, man. Also winning this, and I was vexed actually. I'm not gonna pretend I was vexed when you scored that first goal, and I said, they winning this. So I said, they winning this game. I was so vexed.
But
one of the days.
But with all the wasted time, the goalkeeper wasting his time and everything. It was an added 6 minutes, and I think we scored that goal in the either the 97th minute or going up to the 98th minute.
Something like that,
And what a goal by Reece Nelson, mate! The forgotten man. The
That
forgotten
was
man.
mad,
Irrelevant. Eat your words 7 times, bruv.
I wish this guy would use his real name, man. Like, bro, that's not even worth answering. Allow it. We've already done what we've got to do on Man United.
Okay,
one game, 3 points, right? And we go again tomorrow. We go again tomorrow.
What team do you support, mate? Who's your team?
Yeah. What team you support? Yeah, big up yourself, man. What team you support?
That's an Arsenal, man.
You think?
That's
probably.
That's an Arsenal. Man.
Yeah.
But what a goal! I tell you, what a goal by Reece Nelson. And
brilliant goal, no.
The euphoria, and I think he hit it with his weakest foot as well. That was a mad thing about it. He hit it with his weakest foot, and the pandemonium on the players running on, the coaches, the coaching staff, absolutely pandemonium. And you look at that, and you say to yourself, "Is this Arsenal's title?" To do what they did, you're thinking, because by that time I just decided, because my son had sent me a link to watch it, and I thought it got to about the 95th minute, I switched the link off. So I was just watching Gillette Soccer Saturday, and they've panned to Paul Merson. Jeff Streves just sort of said, "Okay, how's the game going?" He goes, "Oh, it's the last corner of the game, and that should be it." And I was watching Paul Merson, and mate, I'm like, "What?" I was like, because he's going, I was like, "No," and I was on the phone to my son, and my son didn't believe me. He did not believe me. He just did not believe me, and it was crazy. It was just absolutely crazy. I was mad. He wasn't even here, so it was just me one in the house. Absolutely ridiculous.
And you know what, Norm? It had flashbacks of our '99. Champions League. That's what it reminded me of. Like the way the Mans went nuts, right? I was like, "Yo, Arsenal winning the title," because if you drop 2 points there, then it's kind of
that's what I'm trying to say
points again. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And so it was mad. It was mad to watch. I thought fair play to Reece. That's like you say, the forgotten man came and got. I mean, that's a huge goal, isn't it? When you really sit back.
Absolutely massive, absolutely massive, and for me. This Arsenal, when you look at this Arsenal team now, I do believe that they've got the mentality. They've got leaders in there as well. The only thing that worries me is that we're still conceding goals and having to make it hard for ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We've got the best, funny enough, which is crazy, we've got the best away record. I think we've had something like 8 clean sheets away from home. It's our home record in terms of conceding goals. We've conceded more at home than we have away.
Yeah. Do you know what, Gnomes? However this season finishes, whether you win it or you finish second, I think it's going to be really interesting to see what Arsenal do next year. I'll be really interested. I mean, because this year you've been phenomenal. No, you know, George Arsenal have been great, done a great job. Deserve to be where they are. I'll be interested to see, can you do it again? Will you be like this side again next season? Because everyone will have your number. Everyone will be after you.
They're gonna know how we play and stuff like that, and everybody's gonna want to beat us. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. It'd be interesting.
Do you think?
But this what will never happen. Pepe ain't never giving you 2 more of his players to win the league. That's for sure. You know what I mean? It's like, I was like, what was he thinking there? What was he thinking there? You don't know what?
And as somebody said earlier in the chat, it was Craig was saying that Jesus is now back in training and he's actually traveling tomorrow. So you know that's really good. I mean,
right. So you're back as well, Norman. I forgot. You guys are back in Europa League tomorrow as well. So we played Barcelona in I don't know, like a mini league to go and play who was already qualified, which is a madness again. It's too much football, man. It's too much football. But there we go.
Yeah. So
and that's not excuses, you know. You need a squad for that, and this is where I think you guys are going to be careful because you guys may need to make a choice. As in title or Europa League, you may need to make that choice in the way he picks the squad. You know?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. No, I hear you. I hear you. That and the thing about it, I look at our bench and look at our second string side, and you can see they're miles apart, absolutely miles apart. And it's good now. It's good now that we're getting Jesus back, and we getting Trossard from Brighton. He's come in and made a difference. Some people. When it comes to Jorginho, some people are, blowing hot and cold on him. Do you know what I mean?
Right?
But listen, he's an. Say that again, mate.
Is that your fans, no?
Yeah.
He's not a bad player, though, Norm, is he?
He's not a bad player. He just needs, as people say, he just needs people with legs around him. You know what I mean? Because he himself, you know what I mean, he got run ragged in. I think he got pulled off in the Bournemouth game, and they brought on. Was it? No. Sorry, tell a lie. I think it was what game did he get? It was the Bournemouth game. He started that game. No, he didn't start that game. Did he start that game? I can't remember. But there was one game where he got pulled off, and what's the name came out? I think it might have been the Everton game. But we ended up winning that game, 4-0, and that was our game in hand that we needed to win, and we convincingly, battered Everton. They never ever do well. When they come to play us away, so that was good going into that game. And as I said, these important games that we got coming up now, and I say they're important, because yes, we've got to play away to Fulham. Yeah, that's going to be a tough game when you've got the likes of Mitrovic in there, and then we've got Crystal Palace coming to us, and then I think we play Crystal Palace at home and Leeds at home, and then the big massive game in April. Liverpool away, so we need to be going.
Don't forget your man going Sporting, no.
I know.
You go to Sporting tomorrow, yeah.
But they're not doing too well in their league. They've like 15 points off of the top. The I think it's Benfica. They're not doing too brilliant in their league. So I think we if we can go there,
so hopefully you
get
can
a run
gamble
of
there.
2-0.
Hopefully you can gamble there with the first.
Well, I think he will rotate. With because once that game we play Sunday early afternoon, 1:00 or whatever that time is, and I think he will rotate. He will definitely rotate. But as long as we go there and we get a result, and then we can bring it back to the Emirates and then hopefully qualify. But as you said, do you make that choice between the Europa and knowing that, bro, the Premier League is round the corner?
It's touching distance, isn't it?
Touching distance, I'm just counting it down. 12 games. 12 games to go. If we win out of those 12 games, if we win 9 of those games, the title is ours. Can we do that? That is the big question.
9 out of 12.
That is the big question, and we got some massive games.
And you play City again, right? You play City. You play Tottenham. You play Liverpool.
Yeah. No. We played Tottenham already. We beat them twice.
Oh, so City and Liverpool, you got to play.
We got Liverpool away, Man City away, Newcastle away, Chelsea at home. Wow. So, do you know what I mean? So we need that 5-point gap. We need that gap because if
you might got some big games on the running, bro.
We got some big games. Yeah,
on your running, yeah.
Yeah. Man City have got an easy.
But then you have to remember, Pep is going to tinker
but the
like
thing
you're
is-
going to have to tinker. Because Pep needs to win the Champions League. He does. With the amount of money spent at Man City, he needs to win the Champions League. So you're going to see Pep might do you a favour there now by overthinking your game. No talk. Yeah.
What you say, Cole?
Yeah, I was about to say. See, you always get easier run-ins. Always.
Always. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Every
It is.
season.
Money talks, man. Money talks.
I mean, what you got to hope for is that what you got to hope for, which I think they will, they'll go deep into Champions League, and maybe just slightly take their eye off the ball because, you know, listen, we've been hearing it time and time again. City are going to go on a run. They haven't done it yet. I think the most they've done is a 3 or 4 game run. You know, before they were going like on a 15, 16 game run. They haven't done it this season. So we got to take advantage of that. We were absolutely got to take advantage of that. Do you know what I mean? Man United before this game, before you guys got slapped up by Liverpool, you was on a mad run.
Yeah. I think
run,
20 games unbeaten. 20
like
games
that.
unbeaten, something like that.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal was the last team to beat us.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's right. Yeah. But
and that was the goal you lot stole in the 90th minute, innit?
No.
That was a cheap goal, man.
Craig says Betis to beat Man United 7-0. Okay.
All right, Craig, shut up.
Okay, Craig.
I actually liked you, Craig. I don't like you anymore. Allow it.
It's therapy.
Could you imagine, though? I can't imagine
it's
that.
good. It's therapy, isn't it? It's therapy at the end of the day. Get it out of your system. You go again.
You got to take the banter, man. You got to take the banter.
But as you say, Jason, as you say, yeah. Okay, it was a bad result. We move on. Is this going to define your season? You've already got a trophy in the bag. No. You know, you've got a trophy. I mean, some Liverpool players, Liverpool supporters are saying that, bro. You know, these guys could end up capitulating. I can't see that. I just can't see that happening.
If it was under Ollie,
or David Moyes,
Wreck-It Ralph, all those guys, then maybe I would say you're right. But I think this guy's made of different stuff, man. So
he's a nutter.
I trust this guy. And that's what makes you feel good as a United fan. Don't get me wrong; if it was horrible to lose that game, I think we'll bounce.
Are you away? Are you playing at home to Betis, or are you away to Betis?
No, we're at home tomorrow.
We're at home. Yeah, home. Yeah.
I think you'll bounce back. I think you'll bounce back.
Yeah.
What was more
that's the thing about the travelling as well, isn't it?
Yeah. From what's up here, he goes, what was more humiliating, the 5-0 loss at Old Trafford or the 7-0 loss at Anfield?
Right, it don't even make a difference.
It don't matter. It don't matter, does it? It's they're both huge losses, aren't they? Yeah, it's either way. We're not scoring any goals in them games, so it don't matter, does it? You know what I mean? Because this is how I see it. Like once it gets to 4-0, then that's it. Anything
can I just say something though? You know, in the last couple of seasons, you have been getting some big scores, like goals. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're getting a lot of goals tucked past you. Are you a little bit worried about that, especially against like the quality sides?
No, I am worried. I was worried. I wasn't worried before. This game makes you think that these players could have a tendency to lose their minds a bit. I'm hoping, again, what I'm hoping is, one thing I've learned with this manager is these players learn lessons from things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll have a manager where players are just doing the same things same mistakes over and over and over again.
You saw that under Ollie.
You saw the same thing over and over. At least with this guy, I'm not saying we're never going to lose a game again. We're never going to concede 44 goals again. What you say is these guys learn lessons. So you're hoping. I'm more hopeful than anything.
Oh, I'll tell you now, losing the Champions League in Paris.
That has to be.
It has to be. Because at the end of the day, at the end of that is big ears. Yeah?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We went to listen. Okay.
And you man never won it, no. You never won it.
That game was 3 points. That game was 3 points.
Yeah.
Right. And so for me, that was humiliating. Going to Old Trafford, seeing Wenger standing up on the thing doing that. Going, why me? Why me? Do you know what I mean? So yes,
Wenger lost his mind that game.
The Champions League final when Almunio, oh God, conceding a goal in his near post. I remember we was all down at the Highbury corner, one of the pubs down there, watching it. Was in the room, and I remember when we scored that first goal, because we had obviously Lehman got sent off, and I think it was Campbell nods it in. You're thinking, come on, son, come on! And the floor started shaking. I thought the building was going to fall down.
But no, you know what?
Oh boy!
But my older brother that called me earlier, he's in West London, a United fan. He said that because he's in the restaurant, he's cooking. You know what I mean? He's in the restaurant. He's trying to listen on the radio, so he's missing bits. So he goes on his phone, and he sees that it's 5-0 to Liverpool, and the first thing he thinks is, who got sent off? He's not thinking that it's a level playing field. It's like someone got sent off in it. So he's going through his phone now, saying, "Nah, no one got sent off." Right. Yeah, because he goes, when you see the scoreline, you go, who got sent off?
And that's what I'm. So D, that's what I'm saying.
That's how freaky it was. Yeah.
It's a bit worrying that you're kind of conceding these goals every season. That kind of last season, 6-3.
It's not the same. It's not the same as last season, though. That's what I'm.
No, but what I'm saying though, Jason, is
I get your point, Norms. I get your point. Yeah.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not bantering you, but it's happening a bit too. It's happening a bit too frequent.
On a real note, we can see that these players have had some kind of mental issues going on in terms of they're very mentally weak, and I think he's done a great job to get them to where they are. But he's going to have to change some of them.
Oh yeah, 100%. You need those Arab owners to come in.
They're just not Man United players.
And as Big D says, he just says to, because he looks like he's a ruthless manager, and he'll just go to the Arab owner and say, "Listen, just buy that man out his contract. Yeah, he's not good enough. Yeah.
Listen, man, give me some of that.
Take him out. Yeah, take that one out. Take that one out. Yeah, thank you. You understand?
I'll take that unethical money. You know,
Jason blatantly.
Because I don't even think it's unethical. Really, I'm making the joke. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Nah. Because if you look at atrocities that countries, us, America, have done all over the world, let's relax on that one. Yeah, let's relax on that one, because it's like he was without sin, cast that first stone, right? You better put the stone back in your pocket. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. Like, listen, I want to come and buy us and invest in the area of Manchester and fix up Carrington. Come true. Build the chef a new kitchen. Come true. I'm good with all that. So man.
Listen, I'll tell you what you will definitely do. Yeah, you'll get loads of mice traps.
Wow. Yeah.
Sort your mouse problems. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the concept of the stadium? Have you seen the different concepts?
Yeah, I've seen some of it. Some of it looks crazy, Jay. Because I think there's got one where the roof will close and everything. No, so if it's a really bad day, they're just going to close the roof.
How long will it take? How long will it take to, if you do go ahead with that?
There's three options, you know, Norms. There's three options. They basically got three options that they could take. So one of them could be just expand the stadium that we are, so do some work over that railroad track.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's right.
Expand the stadium. The other part is leave it as it is and just renovate the stadium. Right, just modernize it a bit. And the third option is to actually build a new stadium. No, build a new stadium right next door, because we own all the land around Old Trafford.
Oh, wow!
So they could, a bit like what you guys did when you bought the Emirates. Instead, you still carried on playing at Highbury. So we could essentially build a stadium, keep playing at Old Trafford. It's right next, next door.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then, but a lot of the United fans won't want that option, because fans.
Yeah, I think that kind of whole loyalty thing and everything.
Me personally, knock it down, build us a state-of-the-art new one, underground. Steal all the.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you could have in there. You could have go-kart racing.
Yeah, it's still the best idea.
We could follow what Tottenham are doing. Yeah, we can follow what Tottenham are doing.
Yeah, you have to give Tottenham their props, right? That stadium is a nice stadium, real talk.
But the problem is that Tottenham are doing all of this. Yeah, they've been go-kart stadium. They've been this. They win nothing. They can't win nothing. I know. You understand? Yeah. At least you guys, when you're doing your business, you're still winning stuff. Yeah, get me.
And Norms, it was important for us to win that cup because I think the whole country, apart from Man United fans, wanted Newcastle to win that. And I was okay with it. I actually was okay with that. It actually makes sense because
but
no one wants to see Man United making their way back under a decent man.
No, listen. I'm a rival fan.
So I'm okay with that.
I think. You know what? The honest truth is, right? If that was Newcastle versus Arsenal, I would have wanted Arsenal to win.
Is it?
And you know why?
Yeah,
Yes,
Why?
because I don't want Newcastle to start winning. Once Newcastle's position starts changing and they start winning, they start getting more and more investment. Newcastle are right there.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Listen,
right
got to remember that Newcastle are the richest club right now.
Yeah,
right now they're the richest club in the world. And the thing about it,
and they'll start.
They've kind of dropped off now. They've kind of dropped off in terms of what they're doing on the field. You know what I mean? You know, losing to Liverpool, and then they lost to Man City.
You
know what I mean? So, Newcastle are just sitting there doing their thing. Do you know what I mean? I think Newcastle will definitely finish in a Europa. Well, I would think they'll finish in a Europa League.
They will.
But I think they've had some injuries as well, Norm, because I see that their club captain, Jamal Lascelles, is now getting started. He ain't been playing him at all. Now he's started to get game time, so I think maybe the injuries are caught up with him as well. And he's a good lad, Jamal. Jamal's dad used to captain me when I played pro basketball. He was our captain, a guy called Tim Lascelles. So I've known the Lascelles family from country. I grew up with them guys. I played with his younger brother Anthony as well. We played, England schoolboys together and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, these guys. He comes from a sporting family. And someone like Jamal needs to look for a move and get regular team football. I think he's a decent lad. He's a good lad. I know his old man and his uncle and his auntie and all that. But he's been playing the last couple of games, so maybe it's that either he's found form or they're a little bit injury laden. But he's still club captain. But then when your club captain sat on the bench, like I say with Harry, it's no good to me on the bench, bro. I don't know if Jason agrees with this, Jason. Before you came on, I said that Harry should have gone to Ten Hag and said, "Let me go in and stop the bleeding. Let me show you that I can do this." He just sat there. Just sat there with his hood up. Yeah, just sat there with his hood up because. No, but Jason, if I'm England captain, that's what I said to Norman and Kofi. I'm not going to sit there watching my team getting put to the sword and not go to the boss and say, "Boss, stick me in there. Let me see what I can do."
Not Harry Maguire. I remember I always say Harry Maguire.
He's not built like that, is
he? He's a cheat of a footballer. He takes the easy option, always looks for the easy pass, even if that pass is going to put his teammate in danger. He doesn't care. I've got rid of the ball, though. It's now up to you.
Yeah.
He's a cheat. He's a cheat. But just back to Newcastle real quick. I just think that sometimes as fans, we all do this. I think sometimes we just look at the short term. Well, I just don't like Arsenal. I don't like Liverpool. The big club. Once remember, it's like City. Once they start winning one little cup, things can change quite. I don't want them to win nothing.
Yeah, it's true. No, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, just reiterating what Scott has put there in the chat. All the talk of Newcastle, but I'm really impressed with what the manager's done with Brighton. They've played some real nice.
But he's gone, Norman. Isn't he the manager?
Who's that?
Isn't the Brighton manager that got relieved of his? Is it Brighton that got relieved of his?
No.
I saw this on Twitter earlier. Brighton. Who was it? That must have been a wind up then.
No, it's got to be. Scott Parker.
Yeah, Scott Parker got sacked after.
It was something about mutual, and I was like, that can't be right.
Well, Brighton. No.
Oh no. Oh, okay, it's me then. Yeah, someone's probably put a thing, something about by mutual agreement, and I thought they're seventh in the league.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
It must be a wind up.
That would have been breaking news on Sky. He's doing a fantastic job with Brighton.
He's doing a better job than Potter did.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
I mean, talking about Potter, they have qualified for the quarterfinals of the Champions League. They won their second game. They needed it. Second game on the bounce. Winning 2 games on the bounce. Beating Leeds at home. And then obviously, winning against Borussia Dortmund yesterday, going through that. Do you think that Potter will last the season, or do you think that they'll stick with him quickly?
I think he probably makes it to the end of the season now.
Yeah, depending.
I actually think he makes it till Christmas.
Oh, next year.
I think. If he gets to, I think they'll give him till Christmas. They'll give him. Well, are they going to give him? They won't give him a new transfer window.
Where do you think that they will finish in the league?
8th, 9th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out of
I think
Europe,
they
so
can,
they can focus.
I'm going to look where they are now. They're still 10th, aren't they?
They're still 10th, mate. Still 10th.
Yeah, they're still 10th. Yeah, so I'm just looking
And
at their.
they just don't have a lot of goals in them at all.
Yeah, their goal difference is -1.
The disjointed team, man.
Yeah,
-1. You know, so they're not scoring
-1.
goals. Yeah,
They're not scoring
-1
goals.
in 10th. 34 points out of 25 games.
Yeah, it's mad. Absolutely mad.
So they're 4 points behind Brentford, and Brentford got a game in hand. That's mad, isn't it? You imagine saying that 4 points behind Brentford, and you're Chelsea.
Brentford
here, man. Like,
Brentford and Fulham above them, aren't they?
Yeah, and Brighton.
Yeah. Wow.
So Brentford, Fulham, and Brighton are above Chelsea.
That man should be ashamed of himself.
Mad, innit?
And the club, £600 million spent, and they're sitting 10th. With a -1 goal difference. Are you having a bubble?
-1, bro.
And they played a game more than Brentford.
Yeah, they played a game, and they played 2 games more than Brighton.
Yeah, they're looking. They're looking at.
So Brentford and Brighton are both on 38. Fulham's on 39, but Fulham have played 26 games. So Fulham have played 1 more game but they're 5 points in front, and the other 2 have got 2 games and 1 game in hand over them. Way better goal differences.
Yeah, way better. Newcastle's got a game in hand on Liverpool as well, actually, by looking at it.
Yeah. They played 24, Jay. 41 points.
Yeah, I think because they had the Carabao Cup in it and all that.
So. Yeah, the final. Yeah, that's how they fell.
Yeah.
But Chelsea are running out of games now.
Yeah, of course,
they're running out of
are.
games, aren't they? Yeah, they're running
Absolutely.
out of games just to make the top 6 and play conference, Europa Conference League.
Yeah, absolutely. So just quickly, Brighton, as usual, this is West Ham's bogey team. Brighton slapped them 4-0. I don't know what's going to happen with. I don't know what's going to happen with Mr. Dave. Whether he's going to get sacked or not, I don't know. I have no idea. The owners are very patient with this guy because he's
a very lucky manager, isn't he?
I think West Ham are sitting. Oh, they're out of the relegation. They're on 23 points. But they are terrible. You know what I mean? Getting slapped 4-0. Chelsea obviously getting their first win since this. I think this is their first win since in 2023. Mad.
It's mad, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Mad.
So the last six games.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wesley Fofana. Yeah, he gets his goal.
Yeah.
Sure, Chelsea for the last 6 games, 3 draws, 2 defeats, and this win they've just had.
Yeah.
So they're not on the pitch.
So these are the people that Craig is saying is going to get relegated: Bournemouth, Southampton, Everton. Do you agree with that, lads?
That's the current bottom 3 as it stands, right?
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Scott is going with Bournemouth, Southampton, Leeds.
I think.
So it'd be interesting what everybody else has got.
I won't be surprised if Leicester go down. You know.
No, yeah, you're right, yeah. Because there's a few teams.
If you look at Leicester,
say that again.
If you look at Leicester, their goal difference ain't that bad. You know, their goal difference is only -7. These mans are on -19, -21, -27. You know.
Yeah.
So goal difference may save Leicester and West Ham.
Yeah.
But
I think Everton always find a way somehow. I don't know what Dyche is doing, but
Dyche.
But Kofi, it's a goal difference. Everton are -19. You know.
That's
ridiculous, man.
The man's got gravel in his throat, man. Jeez.
22 points. But yeah, Sean saying that Sean went down with didn't he go down with Burnley?
No, he got.
Or did he get fired?
No, he didn't go down with Burnley. He got fired.
He got fired before they went down, didn't he?
Yeah. He got fired. Yeah.
And the Aston Villa man took them down.
He can say that he didn't get relegated. That's one thing he can say.
He can say that. He said, they fired me before he went down because the guy who got fired from Aston Villa went to Burnley and got relegated.
Yeah,
that's right. The manager Smith.
Okay, just quickly, like Baby Oil 1, Tottenham 0.
It's Baby Oil. Oh, Wolves.
Yeah, Baby Oil 1. Yeah, baby. Who am I talking about? Baby Oil 1, Tottenham 0.
I took Fiore. That's what he does. He puts baby oil on his arm so they can't grab him back when he's running. That's bad, you know.
Is that what he does?
Yeah. That's what he does. Yeah. Every game, he puts baby oil on his arm.
He's a slippery.
When he's running, they try and grab him, they just slip off.
He's a slippery carrot. He's a slippery carrot.
It's very clever. It's very clever. Very clever.
That's all.
Can you believe this, guys? Rodgers is the second highest paid manager in the league.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
No way.
I believe that. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Are you sure, Scott? Man, reveal the figures, brother. Reveal the figures.
But Norman, this is why I said they hadn't fired him. Because it's too expensive to fire him.
Yeah, because
just give him all his money all at once rather than let him earn it over the next 3 years. Or 3 seasons, should I say.
Yeah. We talked about the Arsenal-Bournemouth game, us coming back from behind Reece Nelson, scoring that blinder. And we keep 5 points ahead.
It says here that it's Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
And then who did you say?
Rodgers.
Where's Rodgers on this list?
Brenda. Man like Brenda.
He might be right.
Oh, this is the wrong.
Because Scott said he watched the
video on all the league managers yesterday.
Yeah. He might be right. He might be right.
That's crazy. It wouldn't surprise me. That's why they ain't fired him. Because it's too expensive to fire him. He's probably going to get like 22 million if they fired him now.
he's begging. Listen, and that's why he's probably open that. Yeah, that's the case because Southampton, bottom of the table, Southampton beating Leicester 1-0. Right, so I see what you're saying, Jace, that there's a possibility that Leicester could get pulled into this, and they lost 1-0. They're just
these are 6 pointers and games, aren't they? You got to win them games.
Yeah.
And then even Everton. Is that the next one? Everton, isn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nottingham Forest, Everton. Nottingham Forest 2, Everton 2. Everton took the lead in that game twice, but Nottingham Forest pulled it back. And their player, Brendan Johnson, fantastic. Brennan Johnson, I think scoring both goals, I believe. Yeah, Brennan Johnson.
I don't think Everton.
They've got a fantastic home record, Nottingham Forest. Sorry, was that Kofi?
I don't believe Everton can afford to go down because they're building their new stadium.
Right.
They don't be taking that into the Championship, do they?
So are they building on Stanley Park?
No, they're building somewhere else.
All right, because you remember when they were supposed to build on Stanley Park and have the joint thing Liverpool, and then Liverpool were like, "Nah, we ain't doing that." But man, seen, okay.
Yeah, man. So listen, I mean, Everton, right now they're looking close to relegation. I think they're one of the only teams that haven't been relegated. Do you know what I mean? So 2-2 in that game, and obviously the Super Sunday, Liverpool 7, Man United 0. But we've spoken about that for about 70 minutes. So
7 hours. 7 hours.
About 7 hours, sir. I think building has stopped on the grounds due to funds. I think building.
Okay.
Okay.
Everton ground. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. It's all going a bit pear-shaped.
There's some Arab, Scott.
It's going a bit pear-shaped. I think the way things are going with Everton and their owners as well. You can know the fans are in uproar against them. You know what I mean? Literally a couple of times, a few games back before Sean Dyche came in, the owners had to stay away because they're in fear of their lives. Do you know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
These toffee guys, they ain't messing about. Do you know what I mean?
But you know what, Norms? I listened to that on Talk Sport, and Everton fans were calling in saying that it's not true. This is the media trying to put Everton fans in a bad light. A lot of Everton fans were calling in saying that the owners, that the press were kind of having an agenda because certain things said in the protest.
Yeah,
protests. Yeah,
but
I listened
we
to
know
one
the press do that anyway. We know the press do that to get
it's like
to get their clickbait. To get their clickbait. And then on Monday, Brentford again, Ivan Toney getting another penalty. This guy is a fantastic penalty taker, and winning that game 3-2. 3-2.
That was a good game. I watched second half. Yeah, I
watched the first half because Brentford took the lead, and then I think it was from a free kick came off the post or the bar, and I can't remember which player headed it in. But then I had to go out. So when I come back, I saw the score at 3-2, and I predicted Brentford to win that game 2-0. So when it comes to the prediction table, I think I get a point for getting the outcome right as a win.
But something happened in that game because Vinicius scored in the 99th minute. So it felt like a World Cup game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we still playing with 9 minutes added on. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was an injury or what. As I said,
something happened there when it stopped.
I didn't get to see the game and stuff like that. And as we said, Chelsea went through 2-0 in the Champions League, so they're through to the quarterfinals. And we'll see what happens with them with that. Are they going to focus? I suppose. Oh, cheers for that. I just got that on my Insta. Cheers for that, man. Yeah, I'll be having a watch of that. Chelsea quarterfinals. You never know. It could be a mad thing. Can you imagine Chelsea going on to win the Champions League? Can you imagine?
That would be a mad one, wouldn't it?
How would you feel, Kofi? How would you feel, man?
Nah, man, I can't accept that. You know? Can't accept that.
That'd be crazy, isn't it? Because you guys were battling mid-table, and then all of a sudden, you pulled away from them. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't. There's no chance of you guys winning a trophy because I can't see what you're going to do when you go to Real Madrid, the Bernabeu.
Nah, forget about that game, man. It's going to be one of those.
So basically, your trophy is going to be
7-0 Man United.
Let's just get in top 4. Get third, and then we could all just start again.
Right. Yeah. No, I think that's what you have to do, and hopefully, will your owners get the war chest to deliver this?
They ain't got no money, man. They ain't got no money. Let's just get some Qatar owners and turn.
Well, you ain't gonna get it though. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna get it, man. The only Qatar owners is going to Man U, man. So forget it, brother.
But do you know what I think? Though I do think that Tottenham and Liverpool will look at who is left in that bidding process and try and take some of their capital on board, and even Arsenal potentially, because for Premier League clubs are valued clearly overpriced at the moment, and I think a lot of our owners are going to want to cash in on that because all of us have got American owners, right? Yeah, all of us.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They only want profit, so.
Yeah, just dividend checks, Jay.
You guys want the Qatar owners, and as Jason, you said earlier on, it'd be interesting whether we finish and win the league or we come second. What are we going to do next season? And I wouldn't mind getting Qatar owners in. I mean, listen, people will turn around and say that that the Cronkies have backed Arteta and whatnot, but listen, if we really want to be sitting at the table and buying from Waitrose instead of in our case, I think we're kind of buying from probably Netto or Aldi Netto, or one of them things. We need Netto, man. That shop I think still exists, but I mean we have to be, because the likes of Man City will blow us out the water. I mean, even with your owners, even though you've got a massive debt against you still end up going out and buying players anyway. Do you know what I mean? So now that you've got the Qatar owners, get rid of the debt, and these guys will back you to the hill. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just a little bit worried come the summer what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Are the owners, the Cronkies, going to back Arteta and getting decent players? Yes, the Champions League is going to help us in terms of qualifying for that, but you know what I mean, when Chelsea are going to go again, They haven't finished spending. They're going to go again, spending again. I don't know how they're getting away with it, but they're going to do it anyway. So we'll see what happens.
But no, did you see the sanctions put on Barcelona? Remember I told you guys this?
Yeah.
Barcelona are buying all these players because they know they're going to get sanctioned in the summer.
That's
so
right,
said, so done. They've been sanctioned.
Yeah.
I was like, man, think they're slick, you know. They've already got their team for the next 2 years.
They closed that loophole as well, didn't they, with them, so that they can't.
Yeah.
So that they can't sell their TV rights.
Right. Yes, TV that's rights. It. Yeah, because they have to get a certain amount of capital before they can spend again. And so they're trying to block every which way, so that they put the ban on and saying, well, you don't raise this amount of money by selling players, and you can't buy any more players. So, but they've already done their business. They've done their business last year for about 3 seasons, if they're smart with that young squad they got there now.
Yeah, big up to sentiments. It's Len Goodman on panel. Can I get a 7?
Man, you kind of late. You kind of late to the show, bro. Kind of dead now. That joke is kind of worn out. Good to see you, man.
Some people say if Arteta wins the league, he has the right to sit at the same table as the elite managers like Pep, Ancelotti, Klopp, Conte. Because I said, does that include Claudio Ranieri? Claudio Ranieri. Yeah, Claudio Ranieri.
That's how hard it is to win.
Klopp can't sit at the elite table. And
He's only won it once.
No. Why are you picking on me? Why are you picking on me? Go.
I'm not picking on him. You can't win the league one time and be on the elite table.
Yeah, but you got to look at from where he took Liverpool from.
No. That's
irrelevant. That's like
relevant.
You can't sit at an elite table. You won a competition one time.
Well,
Kofi, realize
you
won one Premier League.
Yeah, but no, you have to put clause on the end.
At least I can say I've won 3, and then obviously Man United take a bow. 13. Yeah. 13.
Don't you guys try it, man.
Kofi, you've won 1 Premier League.
That's not even trying it.
Yeah, but you're competing against a City team that have so much money to spend.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter what you're competing against. The reality is Liverpool have won 1 Premier League title.
Yeah, so what? We won a Premier League.
Well, Leicester City's won 1 league. Yeah. So Claudio Ranieri elite.
Blackburn won 1.
Blackburn as well. Yeah, Blackburn Rovers.
It's all set this elite table then.
So who's more successful in the Premier League era? Should we do it in order? Yeah. So it's going to be Man United. It's going to be Man United.
Yeah. Go on.
Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, and then the rest. Well, you can fight amongst yourself. You guys can fight amongst yourself. Yeah.
The rest don't even count after that, mate.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the thing is, Liverpool should have won at least 2 more in the club. That's what I feel. I feel like that where he brought them from, there should have been 2. There should have been 2 more titles in there. But then people say, "Oh, fast relate is that mentality of Klopp?" Because a lot of people are saying that Klopp has burnt his team out, how he burnt out Dortmund. But then the evidence on Sunday may not show that, even though as freaky as it was, it may not show that.
Yeah, but Klopp has had to work with, peanuts. He's not really given the leverage of money like City to spend on 50 million pound players every season.
That doesn't mean he's going to be elite.
Klopp's okay. Question, Kofi. Since Klopp has been in charge, I don't know if anybody can put it in the chat. How much money has he been given? Are
you saying
since he's taken over Liverpool? I'm talking about Klopp under Klopp's era. How much money has he been given?
Plus sales of players.
Listen. Let's not talk about net spend. I hate this thing about net spend. Listen. You buy a player for 100 million. That player's worth 100 million. Don't tell me because I sold him for 50 million now. That's the net spend. Everybody's on this thing about net spend.
But there was significant sales.
Basically, listen to what you're saying, Kofi. You're contradicting yourself.
I'm not.
Jason, think about what he said.
Players
no, bro,
that
think
allowed
about
us to buy key
no.
players.
Think about Kofi. Think about what you just said. Yeah, you said you didn't have the money. You're competing against the likes of Man City, Chelsea, Man United.
Yeah, but we are.
No, listen. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So you sold you sold Coutinho for 145 million, yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you bought in Van Dijk, you bought in the goalkeeper Alisson and all that. Right?
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Two
blah.
players, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Van Dijk was 70 odd million, Alisson was 60 plus million. There are 60 million pound plus players. They are players that are worth that value. That's their value on them, right?
Yeah.
But then you're going to say, well, are you including sales? So what you're basically saying is that we are quite smart in the market because we haven't really spent much money because we've sold all these players and literally, really, all we've really spent is just make it like this. So 100 million, I'll say Coutinho for argument's sake, 145 million you sold him for, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And you bought just say Van Dijk and what's the name for that's 140 million. So your net spend is 5 million. You're gonna go, yeah, man. All we spent was 5 million because we sold him. So you're now saying, right, we can't compete with these players because Man United are going out and buying these expensive players for 80 million, whatever. You went and bought these players for 70 million. Net spend doesn't come into it. That's the value of the players.
Let's flip the coin and say we had City's money. Where would we be today?
Who knows? Because the truth of the matter is, I'm not sure your manager. He hasn't got a track record of being elite when he can just go out and buy whoever he wants. The same way, I don't think if you put Pep Guardiola at Liverpool wouldn't be as good as they are. Pep Guardiola needs endless pot of money so he can go and buy whoever he wants. Oh, that didn't work. I can go and buy another one.
So then it does come down to money.
No, it does for that guy. Right?
No, you can't say it for one guy.
Hold on. What it does, because the most important person at a football club is the manager. Manchester United has spent a shed load of money over the years, but have we been competing for Premiership titles? No.
Nope.
Because we haven't had a manager.
Yeah, but Klopp has always looked at it and said he hasn't had enough resources to take what he desires as a team to the next level.
Well, then go to a club that give you resources then. I don't want to hear it. You spent millions of pounds. You bought one player. Was it a goalkeeper? You didn't like him. You spent another 80 million on another one. Right? Don't tell me you ain't got no money.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Excuses.
Because that's what Pep was doing.
Go and tell Brighton. Go and tell Brighton what you just did and you ain't got no money.
Look at all you guys.
Hold on a minute. Matoma, 3 million. Casado, 4.4 million.
All right.
Keep going.
Hey, Trossard, what did they spend on Trossard? We ended up spending 27 million on it. But what I'm trying to say,
even that
Brighton are known for bringing players. Look at Cucurella. They got Cucurella from I think it was Real Sociedad or Real Betis for 6 point something million. They sold him to Chelsea for 65.
And this is the thing. This is the thing. Like, because there's such an obsession with buying. This is what I said to you guys last week or the week before about Basmati rice. If we go and spend 80 million on him, I will be furious because I'm telling you, there's plenty of rices out in Europe that are going to do a better job for about 20 million. I don't want to see us doing that. Now, I think somebody will do that because there's rumors that you man also going to do that. Norms, they're going to spend a check load on.
I think only Chelsea are going to pay 100. I don't think anyone in their right mind is paying 100 million for Rice.
Like I to be honest, I want to see Liverpool in every transfer window say we can definitely spend 250 mil every transfer window, and I can't comfortably say that. Never.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to work out is, what do Liverpool fans want? Sympathy. We can't spend 250. We can spend 150. We can't spend 250 though. Like, who cares? It's your problem. It's not mine. I'm gonna go
you guys, you can afford to go and dash out 500 That
No, hold a
was a
second.
week to Ronaldo.
Okay.
And he's
But
giving you stories.
hold on.
He's-
But remember, the difference is we're not City and Chelsea. We're not being bankrolled by our owners. We're paying them that money.
You're
out of
a
money we own.
debt-ridden club. Debt.
No, hold on a second. Let's be right. We're debt-ridden
Debt.
club because of the owners we got. Not because we can't afford to run our club.
Absolutely.
Because our owners have forced debt onto our club.
Thank
All
you.
the money, our owners don't put a penny into our club. Everything we pay for transfers, everything we pay our players is money we generate ourselves. Remember that. So even when the
And this is why
guys come
sorry,
in-
Jake, go on.
No, I'm saying,
But
even when
Jason,
Qataris and all those- go on, D. Go on. Sorry.
No, go on, Jake. Go on, bro.
I'm saying
Yes,
even
go on.
when the Qataris come in, right? We don't really need them to bankroll our transfer. What we do need them to bankroll is our stadium build and our training ground upgrade. We're not really needing to bankroll transfers. Right?
So
We
you're
do it
telling me
ourselves.
that no Man United supporter, if the Qataris come in, are going to say, yes, we're going to be back on top right now. We can afford all the players in the world and get back to where we were.
That's not what I'm saying.
It's not even about that because you have to remember what he wants. Ten Hag, he'll say if he's not the right fit, I don't want him because in his head he's got what he wants United to look like in a season and a half's time and the football that we play, and he wants that throughout not only the first team squad but the youth team. So if a youth player suddenly peaks, he can put him in that squad on the bench and say, right, you understand what I'm doing with this first team squad. Right, you're going to get some minutes here, and that's how it's supposed to be. That when you look down, you're not looking down at your bench or looking down at your youth team and saying, "I got some bad injuries here, and there's nobody I can pull in." And I think every club should be run like that, where you look down the bench and say, "Yeah, man, Kofi can come in and do a job here." Not look down the bench and go, "Rah, look at this bench," or say, "You know what? I'm putting this youth guy in. He can learn from Casemiro." And he's going to get some minutes, you know, in a game when he's not under pressure to settle in and feel. That's what I think every team is looking to do. Because I think Pep had it for a while until he started upsetting players. And when you've got a big squad, as you know, it's keeping everybody happy. So Pep has to rotate. Otherwise, he's got a miserable changing room, and that don't win you anything either. So it's a fine balance. It's a very fine balance when it comes to strengthening the squad. Newcastle can't just go out and buy 10 players. It don't work like that, as you guys know. You try and galvanize 10. Like Chelsea are struggling because they bought too many players in one window. You can't service all them players.
You got to remember as well, Manchester United aren't starting from the same place as Chelsea and Man City.
Yeah.
When they got these mega rich owners, Chelsea and Man City were nobodies.
That's it.
Right.
Right,
Man City now apparently have all this income, but they can't fill their stadium.
Right. That's why it's called an empty head.
Empty head. So we as fans knew it was all fabricated, right? But it's just taking them how long to work, like to bring charges to it.
And the thing about the City fans, they're going on like they're some big time Charlie. Yeah, okay. The reason why they're able to, you see, the thing is, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, we did it the right way.
Always.
We've always did it the right way. We're the original. You understand?
Yeah,
we're the original. So when Chelsea come along, Chelsea were going out of what's his name?
Business.
Right?
They're going out of business.
We're going out of business.
Yeah, before Roman came here.
Right. So at the end of the day,
Roman saved them, boy. Literally.
I would love to have that money, but do you know what I mean? But you do it in the right way. You do it in the right way. As Jason said, and it's not about Man United have always spent. In terms of buying players, they've always spent. The problem is now, as Jason, what needs to happen is not a case of, because one of the things that Man United were doing over the last couple of seasons were spending a lot of money on certain players, and they weren't cutting it, right?
No.
What needs to happen now is if you get the guys coming, the Arab owners coming there, as you said, Jason, you sort out that training ground, you sort out the stadium. You sort out whatever it is you need to sort out. Get that state-of-the-art stadium, state-of-the-art training ground, and all of that. Yeah, Man United would always have money to buy players. They will always have money to buy players. That's not the problem. That is not the problem. And the thing about it is, you need you need people that are going to be who are there. You're going to have the right people.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
We had bankers running our club who wanted to turn us into Real Madrid. Who wanted to turn us into Real Madrid just buying Galacticos all the time. So we're spending all this money. We've got Mickey Mouse managers coming in, not knowing what the hell they were doing. So our football club was a right mess, to be quite frank.
Yeah.
Empty head.
So so that's what it is. So and that's what I'm still saying. When you look at the Premier League, it's not a level playing field in that sense. It's the most watched league in the world. Yeah, I mean, even the team. I think somebody did a thing where the bottom of the team that's at the bottom probably earns more money than a team. I can't remember what. I don't know if it's in either Spain or one of the other leagues. Yeah, the team at the bottom, our league table, earn more income in terms of TV money, and even when they get relegated, they get a parachute.
Yeah,
it is what it is, and that's why other leagues don't like the Premier League, because everybody's coming to the Premier League. It's the richest league in the world.
Yeah. So guys, I've got to drop off, guys. I'll see you guys next week, though.
Next week, man. Jason, thank
you. Take care, Jay.
This is the last point anyway. But thanks, Jay.
Well done, Kofi. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, man. Make up yourself, my bro.
Jason, take it easy. Good night. God bless.
Yeah. All right, Lums. Yeah, later.
Right. So quickly, guys. We're on because listen, the people in the chat, thank you for staying with us. I really appreciate it. The last thing I'm going to share with you, and that's the prediction league table. And things are looking quite good. Kofi, you got your point this week. So let me just quickly share that with you.
I need more. I need 3.
I know you need more, and you need more, bro. You need more. So let's have a look at the table now this week and see how one's doing. So I'm going to just quickly share that with you guys. So as you can see, people, Kofi, you're still sitting there. I've got 2 points. Yeah, D's got another blue. Big Chili's got another blue. Ez missed out this week. He didn't get his score predictions right with I think it was, who did he pick? I'm trying to think who he picked.
I can't remember.
Who did he pick?
Ooh. I need a green, no. It's been a minute since I got a green, bro.
Yeah. But you're still out there, bro. You're still out there.
Them blues just keep me thinking over.
You joker. The man's got you cry.
Is that right?
He's got in there already. The pool 3, Bournemouth 0. You joker. Yeah? You joker. You absolute joker. But anyway, the table as it stands, is D still up there with 24 points. Chile on 17 points.
Chile coming through.
Funny enough, is that 7? Is he 7 points behind you?
What's that, 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
funny, isn't it? That's quite ironic.
The irony. Oh man!
Boy, you definitely need to move on that. You definitely need to move on that score next week.
Today, boy. Wow! Every which way.
Me and Ez obviously was still on 13 points. I was on 12 points last week. I managed to get my outcome right, which was the Brentford Fulham game. I said 2-0. Got the outcome right, but not the exact score.
You're doing good, Norm. You got 3 blues on
the okay, man. Yeah. 2 points ahead of Kofi, who's sitting still in the Europa League position. He needs some points this week. So please, guys, please put it in the chat as well. What you think the scores are going to be this weekend? Just pick any game you want to pick. If you want to pick your own team, Arsenal away to Fulham. I'm hopefully going with a hopefully a 2 or 3-1 win. But I'm not. That's not going to be my choice. I'm going to look for another team to pick. But for you guys, please put it in the What's Going On podcast chat. D has already put in Bournemouth 0, the pool 3. Hopefully, I'll remind the rest of the other guys to put in game week 25. So game week 25. Yeah, game week 25 is our prediction. The games are running out. Arsenal, can we do it? Can we do it? 12 games to go. 12 games to go. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, even if I end up staying 4th, as long as the real Arsenal win the league. That's all I care about. I couldn't care less about this prediction table. I couldn't care less. Man United to beat Southampton 3-0.
3-0.
Fulham 7, Arsenal. WhatsApp said Fulham 7, Arsenal 0. So, WhatsApp, what team do you support? You still haven't told us. Who's your team, bro?
He has to be a Liverpool fan, isn't it?
He's got to be a Liverpool fan, isn't it?
That's what I'm thinking about.
He's got to be a Liverpool fan. He has to be. He has to be. Southampton 1. Southampton 1, United 0. That's what Scott Kirk is going for. But yeah, for our chat, guys, please put in your thing. I'm just looking at the games.
Scott on the banter, boy.
I'm just looking at games. So it's still 0-0.
Oh, we're home. Okay.
It's still 0-0. Tottenham and Milan. So at the moment, Milan are going through. So that's going to be another trophyless season for Tottenham. They do what they do. It is the Tottenham. It is the history of the Tottenham, right? So that's what it is. So the game. So obviously, these got in there quick time. Everton, Brentford. That's a hard game to thingy. Leicester, Chelsea, Tottenham, Nottingham Forest. I'd expect a Tottenham win there. Crystal Palace, Man City. On Sunday, it's Man United, Southampton, West Ham, Villa, Newcastle, Wolves. Yeah. Oh, because the thing about Newcastle, they draw too many games.
They draw a lot of games now, innit? Yeah, they have been drawing a lot of games.
They draw too many games.
They got Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves at home at St. James.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everton, Brentford. Oh, that's a hard one.
You know what? Put me in for Crystal Palace City.
Okay. Well, so when you finish off the phone, just what score are you going for?
3-1.
3-1 to Man City. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So when you finish, just put it in our chat at least, so that I've got a record of that. Yeah.
All right.
As soon as we get off of this. Oh gosh, Leicester, Chelsea, Tottenham, Nottingham Forest, Leeds, Brighton. Those games are hard to call.
Yeah, yeah. Even me picking that what I picked, I was like, all right, I'm going to pick it. But
I think Liverpool will do it. You know what? I'm going to have to go for my team. You know, I'm going to have to go for my team.
Arsenal.
I'm going to go Arsenal.
Away at Craven.
Yeah, I'm going to go Arsenal 3-1. 3-1 Arsenal.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. So I'll put that in the chat when I finish.
And these are the games that you need to win, Norms. These are the games you need to win, really and truly. So
Leicester 2, Chelsea 2. Okay, interesting.
See.
Wolves. Who put the Wolves? Wolves. Leicester 2. There was a Wolves. Oh,
Newcastle.
It's going Newcastle 0, Wolves 1.
1.
Okay. So Man City, Palace 2, Man
Leeds,
City
Brighton.
1. Oh, I love that one, Craig. I love that one.
Palace 2.
Smith wrote to score. Yeah, Smith wrote to score in that one. But it's going to be another interesting weekend. Hopefully we can do it. You know, obviously we're away tomorrow at Real Betis. No, sorry, Sporting. I've got it's you guys, Man United, isn't it? Yeah, you got a Real Betis at home. We're away to Sporting. Hopefully we'll get a result there. Come back, ready to go on Sunday. I think it's 1 from 1 p.m. I don't know if the kickoff is 1 p.m. I think it might be 2. So hopefully we'll get a result there. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win, Arsenal 3-1 win. So I'll put that in there. And Kofi's going to go with a 3-1 Man City. Is that what you're going for, Kof? So we'll put that in the chat. But listen, people in the chat, thank you for staying with us. This has been a long one, but you know what? 7 steps to heaven. It's listen. What I would say, D. Listen, there's 7 days in a week, so you've got 7 days to get over this. Yeah, right. So come next.
Man, you is 7 up down. I'll change that for next week. I can stay on there for
next week. Alexander Crew, Rotherham United 0. We're going out of the league now. Panel, great show as always. Listen, thank you. I'm off to have a 7-Up. That's from Craig. And Scott, great show, chaps. off to watch the second half of Spurs. Yeah, hopefully AC Milan will just deal with them and they'll be kicked out of that cup. But thank you to everybody in the chat, to the new people that have come into the new people that have come into the chat. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. Nelson scored in the 7th minute in extra time. Unbelievable. This is irony. Nelson scored in the 7th minute in extra time, mate. Listen, long may it continue. Long may it continue. Big up to Root Cause, and listen.
Yes,
thank
Root
you,
Cause.
people.
Big on yourself, bro.
Really do appreciate it. Take care.
Yeah,
God
man.
bless, and we'll see you on the next What's Going On podcast. Take care and God bless.